ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?
What's the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to another live from the Raiders Asylum with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Let's do this shit tonight. How are you guys doing this evening? Let me shout you guys out, man, because like I say, without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. Welcome to Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Let's do the damn thing. You feel me? Raiders, for real. What's up with y'all this late night on the West Coast and early AM on the East? You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's out there. Robert Pena's in the house. We got Sean Johnson in the house. Man, what's good with you, Sean, man? Thank you for pulling up. We're going to sit around for a minute and let other folks go ahead. And matter of fact, let me finish sending out this link so we can get people up in here. You feel me? Yeah, we're going to do this the right way. And that's just how it goes. You feel me? Let everybody know we are live and direct on YouTube. We are live and direct on Facebook. And we are live and direct on Twitter. Let's go. Let's go, Raiders. What's happening? We got some news to go over. You feel me? Man, I do not like this the way this damn cameras be tripping, man. See how this shit it wasn't doing this shit earlier. Son of a bitch. Hold on, man. Let me try to clear some shit up real quick, y'all. I don't like that when my shit ain't working to the way I want it to work. You dig? Well, forgot that shit. Got the black all fucked up. Now I got a fuck with and it's been fucking with me on this OBS, man, because I've been having to adjust this shit every time I come on. I gotta adjust this shit, and it used to be able to keep my I think when I updated the shit, it started acting up, man. Fucking asshole. Son of a bitch. They be like, oh, we tuned in the Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic, and he was just cussing a storm. Goddamn son of a bitch. Fucking camera. Like, oh no, we gotta cover our kids' ears. Fuck the little bastards. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to at least make it some kind of suitable. Man, that shit look. Every time I gotta adjust this shit, man, and that shit ain't even cool. It should, once I adjust it once, this shit should stick. And that's how it should be. But this bullshit here, man, I tell you, the more I teach OBS, the dumber I get. You feel me? Hold on, I'm gonna try to make it okay. Cause usually you usually gotta sit through here and really get down with the get down to make okay. That's suitable. I hope that's good enough. Hey, shout out to everybody that's pulling up this evening. You feel me? West Coast time. Lana Rhodes in the house, man. What is up with it? First 5 weeks will be absolutely brutal. You know what? I don't believe so. I think it could work in our favor. And let me explain what I mean by that. I understand like you're looking at the teams we're playing, but I'm in a state of mind where I don't think we should fear anyone. I got the kind of frame of mind where everyone should fear us. Because we know the weapons we have. We know if they're clicking, it's a wrap. All we need is to know if the defense is on par with the offense. If we can keep that well balanced, that yin and that yang, offensively and defensively, we're going to cause problems in the league this year. Because I think our offense will be able to go toe-to-toe with any elite offense in the league. But what will our defense bring to the table as far as being able to limit scores from the other team? If we can get a good middle of the pack, and I say middle of the pack, but we have the potential of being somewhere in the, I'll say, to keep it realistic, 13-10 ranking wise, 10 to 13 ranking in the NFL by looking at the track record of Graham and looking at the weapons that he has as his exposure or disposure to go ahead and place into a system that can eliminate a lot of scoring. We're going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of offenses. That's fact. That's fact. And you figure, look at it this way. How many offenses in the NFL are on par with our offense? As far as just look at the weapons. We know we can only go by what's on paper right now until they get on the field and exactly show what they can do. But look at it on paper, all together, the only concern that a lot of us Raider fans have is the offensive line, but only on the right side. What are we going to do at right guard and right tackle? What is going to be the end result of training camp and the best man winning that position? Who will that best man be? That's our only concern on offense, because we're not concerned about Adams. We traded Edwards, right? So now that number 2 spot is open. But see, what people don't realize is when you got a handful of wide receivers with only one spot open, usually you get the best. You get the best out of all 5 or the handful, and there's going to always be that one that's going to rise to the top. And that's who you insert at wide receiver number 2. The one that rises to the top, the cream of the crop rises to the top, as they say. You know what I mean? So we're in a very unique and good situation because we brought in a lot of new wide receivers, but now they get to fight it out. They get to fight it out. Mac Hollins, do you want it? Robinson, do you want it? Cole, do you want it? Show us. Man, this team knows how to put, they know what competition means on a team. Let me shout out people before we continue on. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Thank you for pulling up, man. I got to give my props out to you guys, though. Shout out to Sean Johnson. Thank you for pulling up. Robert Pena. We got Robert Pena, like I said, in the house. We got Lana Rose in the house. We got Queen Raider Ed. What's up, homegirl? It's always a pleasure to see you. I always roll out the silver and black carpet for you because you're the lady of the nation. And like I say, we're all one. We're all one, and we got to look after our queens. You feel me? So welcome. Thank you for pulling up. Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, let's make this a party tonight. You know what I mean? Let's make this a party tonight. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Hey, I like seeing everybody out there pulling up, man. Hey, for real. Hey, we about to get into some good shit, though. You feel me? PSP Raider Head in the house. Man, thank you for pulling up. For real. Man, I see a lot of new faces. Look, if this is your first time here, all I need you to do me one solid. And it's free. It don't cost no money. I don't need a liver. I don't need a kidney. I don't need your firstborn. All I need you to do is subscribe, hit that like button. And then what you would want to do is also include hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. I got things in the works for this season. You are going to want to hit that notification bell because I'm doing shows for this channel. That's right. Not just podcasts. We're doing actual shows. All right. I got 3 of them in the works. They will all be released during the season this year. First time I'm doing it. I hope you guys enjoy. For all those that are familiar with what's going on, the name of the shows, let me give you a quick rundown, okay, before we get back into the football talk. But it's going down, though. The shows that I'm developing for this season, including the preseason, I got 3 shows in the works. We're going to have a show called From the Shield to the Grill, which is a tailgating grilling experience. I select an individual and do an interview and film him getting down on the grill. Ask some questions about when he first started tailgating, when did he become a Raider. It's all Raider related. You know what I mean? What's his go-to food on the grill? Is it ribs? Is it chicken? Is it hamburgers, hot links? What is it? Carne asada? What is your go-to? So I'm interviewing them, and it's going to be a full-length show on these individuals that also represent the Raider Nation. So I'm including all of us. The second show It's called Raider Rides, and it's featuring the custom paint jobs that some of our fan base have on their cars, featuring the Raiders. You know what I mean? So I want to get a good detail on how did they get the idea? Who did the work on there? Was it airbrush? Was it a wrap? What? Did you do it yourself? Did you pay someone to do it? We're doing shows featuring our fan base. And the third show is called Silver and Black Ink, which features all Raider tattoos, individuals from the nation that got tattoos done, and how they came up with the idea, who did the ink work, and all that good shit. So I'm doing at every home game this year at Allegiant Stadium. I'm knocking out 3 episodes, an episode every show, every home game, starting this preseason with the Minnesota Vikings and then the Patriots. So stay tuned. Hit that notification bell because I'm going to drop these episodes. I'm telling you, this is going to be epic. I love this shit. I get to tie everybody into this. That's why my channel is representing Raider Nation, Raiders allegiance. We all pledge allegiance to the Raider Nation. You feel me? So, man, that's for those, all you newcomers, that's what I got in store. So that's why you want to subscribe. That's why you want to hit like, and definitely, that's why you want to hit that notification bell, because it's about to get real nasty in the nation, and I'm bringing it to you raw and uncut. You feel me? But I appreciate each and every one of you guys that's in the chat. Man, I thank you for real. But getting back to the subject at hand. Oh shit, SC motherfucking experience in the house. What's going on with you, SC? Thank you for pulling up, man. Let's get into some of this stuff going down. And like I said, in case you guys don't know and been under a rock somewhere, we're gonna bring it to you. So the thing is, we traded Edwards, wide receiver, to the Atlanta Falcons. We packaged him up with a 7th round pick, sent him to Atlanta, and got a 5th round pick in return. Now, a lot of people is asking the question, who would be the wide receiver to take the wide receiver 2 spot? And there's options. But the way Ziegler and McDaniels is operating is basically going to go to, I don't think they have anyone in mind. I'm going to keep it 100. A lot of people think maybe Cole might be, Robinson could be, Mac Hollins has an opportunity, but that's the key, the opportunity. You give them the idea of competition to get the winning or to win that job. So what you do in competition is get the best out of all receivers. You see what I'm saying? So what Ziegler and them is doing is creating competition to fill that void. And you can't go wrong with that, because somebody knows they got to get out there, bust their ass, make every catch, run routes to precision to be looked at as, he's our number 2 receiver. He's a very damn good compliment to Mr. Adams over there. And it's not just those receivers. Don't forget, we got a couple of receivers we picked up that were undrafted. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors going into this. I don't think Ziegler and them are sold on one individual. They're creating competition. They're going to let the best man win the competition and get that spot. And that's going to work to our benefit because we're getting the best. Out of that group of wide receivers, the best will covet the field opposite of Adams. And that's what you want. You want to get the best production you can get out of your athletes. And in order to do that, you create competition. You know what I mean? That's all you do. You don't want to just outright just hand somebody that starting job, because then they don't have to work for it. You know what I mean? And it's just like how these businesses operate. You don't want a monopoly. If somebody has a monopoly, they can do what the fuck they want. But if they got competition, they got to step their game up to stay on top. You know what I mean? That's the same way with our wide receivers. Somebody got to step up their game to stay on top. Because there's other motherfuckers right behind them that's willing to try to do anything they can to take that position from them, and they will succeed if they lack. But yeah, that's one thing that went down this previous week. We know Edwards is gone. A lot of people wanted him to stay. But you move on. Life goes on. So who's next in line? We shall soon find out. I think we got, what? Is it Monday that the rookies come in for the camp? Because I know we started signing our rookies, even our undrafted as well. We also picked up Tyrone Wheatley Jr., the son of Tyrone Wheatley, but his son is an offensive lineman. Here's the thing, though, with that. I think this is just a good faith move. unless they're going to do a position switch for him, because for him to be an offensive lineman at 6'6" and only 265 pounds, 265 pounds on the offensive line, that's not going to cut it. You know what I mean? Now, it's a long way away from August and preseason starting, but I don't know how much weight he can put on. I don't know if he's a viable asset to add to the offensive line competition, because he's a little light in the ass. You feel me? He's a little light in the ass. You feel me? He needs to, get a little more red beans and rice in him. You feel me? But it is what it is. He's getting the opportunity. Gaining weight ain't an issue because it can be done. Teaching an individual, hey, that's on him if he learns it. But at least he's getting the opportunity. For those that don't know about Tyrone Wheatley's son, like I said, he's 6'6", 265. He's only 25 years old. He was undrafted in 2020. He started off at Storybrooke, which is a Division I college in New York. That was in 2018. Then he went to Michigan, where he was there from 2015 to 2017. So he did a couple of colleges. He went from Michigan to Stony Brook, and but we already know the connection he has with his father, Tyrone Wheatley, who was our running back in the early 2000s. A big running back that we got from the Giants. I'm telling you, I remember. Hey, Wheatley was a hard, big ass fucking running back, man, and it was hard to get his ass down. But to see his son at 6'6" and 265, we know Wheatley has some size to him. And hey, I ain't trying to clown, I ain't trying to roast nobody, but Wheatley's junior mama must be hella big, because Wheatley wasn't 6'6" and he wasn't 265 either. So I'm just saying, I ain't knocking nobody. You know what I mean? I ain't judging. Who am I to judge anyone? But I'm just going by looking at the numbers and knowing who his dad was. It's like, hey, his mom might have been a linebacker or a lineman herself, man, because he got some size, and I don't think he got it from Wheatley. You know what I mean? For real. I don't think he got it from Wheatley, man. Hey, for real. Man, who we got this motherfucker? We got John Gruden in this. Hey, ain't you serving a banishment from the NFL? For real? Oh, man, there's going to be black tight end. Hey, you know what? That's also a possibility. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's going to have to be a position change. I don't see an offensive lineman in, like, not now. And we got to see exactly what they want to use him as. And sometimes that shit work out. Don't go get it twisted. These teams sometimes know the best for an athlete where he should go. For instance, who was Marcel Reese was a tight end that we converted to fullback. It worked out. You know what I mean? So you can identify a player and also be able to recognize the other positions he can play. So, man, that's solid. But man, let's have fun tonight. What's up with y'all, man? What's up? Y'all see y'all in the chat. I see motherfuckers coming and going. I see that right now only so many is watching. We need more up in this motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Hey, the nation, we got to show the world, man. This ain't no bullshit. We really do this shit. Or shall I say, we really does it because it's already been done. You feel me? But how is your guys' weekend going so far? How is your Saturday night going? People on the East Coast, I know we in the AM with y'all. We rocking with y'all, though. You know what I mean? We rock with y'all out here on the West. You fuck with the Raiders, we fuck with y'all. That's just how that go. And I'm sitting here having me a little drinky drink. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I do what I do. It's just I do it well. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I love that shit, man. I really love that shit, man. Y'all in the chat chopping it up. That's some real shit. You know what I mean? But what is your guys' opinion on the Edwards trade? Do you think it was a good trade? Do you think that what we got in return was equal value? Do you think we got by Atlanta, or did we get Atlanta by getting a 5th round pick out of their ass? You know what I mean? What say you in the chat? What do you guys think? Who won the Edwards trade? That's what I want to ask y'all, for real. What is going on? He said Roger in bed with his wife. John Gruden. Where's that punk ass old head Roger at? Oh, look at this, man. Roger Goodell. You talking about Roger Goodell? Is that the old head? Hey, be careful with that word old head, man. Hey, we take that shit personal. You feel me? We take that shit real personal. Nobody chooses when and where they were born. No, let me quit. I'm fucking with y'all. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm in here having a good time. Look. I'm a little hood with it, so don't trip. But it's still Raiders. You feel me? I'm fucking with the buzzball. Don't want to get too faded, but do want to get faded and hang out with my Raider Nation. Ain't nothing better than this shit. You feel me? Man, SC experience. You think it was good for both teams? I agree. I truly agree, because I'm going to tell you why. To be honest, I think the Raiders got the upper hand in the draft, and this is why. Who would have thought that the Raiders would even be able to trade Edwards? Because he doesn't have like a body of work to be able to grade him on. But for us to get Atlanta to trade for him, I think that's saying something about us. We traded off because remember we were talking about before the draft started, was like, can the Raiders get back into the first or second round? What player will they be able to trade? And the only two players that had value of being able to either package that up with a player or package it up with a pick and move up into the second round. Remember they said pretty much that only Waller and Josh Jacobs were the only ones with value. But then again, we came with Edwards and put a 7 with him and moved him for a 5. That's saying a lot for the Raiders, man. That's saying a lot. We got a draft pick in the 5th round for Edwards, who does not have a large body of work and does not have the stats to say, oh, you know what I mean? But we got a team to bite on that shit. We got a team to make a trade for that shit. Let's see. Also, next year we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 2 7s for right now. That's all I'm gonna say. For right now, we got that because we know there is potential. If Edwards went and nobody knew he was going, you think that by the time we have to cut down to 53, and that's when a lot of other trades happen. Right when teams have to cut down in August down to 53-man roster, rather than cut some of them, they trade them. They try to get something back in return, and it happens a lot. So don't be surprised, Jacobs, that somebody else gets traded depending on the production of other players at that position. And that's all I'm going to say. SC, you want to pull up? SC, let me know if you want to pull up, man. We can go ahead and I need you up on here, man, and let's just chop it up. You know what I mean? Let's just chop it up, dog. Let me get a motherfucking punk ass link for this shit. I'm gonna invite. Copy that shit. Hey, SC, let me know if you want to pull up, man. I'm gonna send you a link on IG if you down. No, fuck that. You down? Come on. I'm a think for you. I'm about what the fuck? Hold on, real quick. All right, hold on, SC. I'm about to get you a link. Bam. All right, I'm sending you the link. I sent you the link on IG. Tongue twister. I done sent you the link on IG. So now you have no choice but to click on that motherfucker because I do not accept no as an answer. Okay, who the fuck else is ready to? Let's get some people on here, man. Let's have a fucking round table and let's get this motherfucking shit going, man. Fuck that. I'm about to Let me see who else on this motherfucker. Who the fuck is on? No, let me. They be like, that motherfucker is vulgar. Pull up. Motherfucker. Hold on real quick. I gotta send this shit out. I told this motherfucker, pull up and forever hold your peace. Oh my God. You know what, man? I'm about to where my boy Gravy at, man? Motherfucker. Hold on. We gonna let's see what Twine doing. Cause Twine always say, hey, whenever nigga, pull your motherfucking ass up. All y'all pull your motherfucking ass up. You feel me? When I send you a link, it ain't no, oh, I gotta do laundry or dishes. Fuck that. You pulling up on my shit. I'm about to I'm about to get ignorant on here. Hold on, who else I want to get up on? Where my boy Gravy? I gotta get Gravy, but I gotta get all my cats over here, man. It's been a minute. Sometimes I be thinking y'all motherfuckers got an issue with me because I know I'm a little off. I don't give a fuck. I'm off. So what? I'm a little touched in the head. Who perfect? Ain't nobody perfect. Shit. Like Lunatic going off. No, Lunatic ain't going off. We good. Man, who the fuck in the fucking shit? Man, you're gonna eat on live. That's what you, hey, SC, you're gonna eat your food on live, dog. That's all we gonna do. I'm drinking on live, you gonna eat. Oh, hold on, man. John Gruden, I'm gonna tell you like this, homeboy. I hope y'all just playing in the fucking chat. You always are welcome to pull up, but you got to keep the motherfucker 100 and respectful. That's all I ask. I'm just noticing some comments, but I'm just checking to see that you guys are getting some hee and ha-has out of this shit. Cause y'all talk about pulling up and all this other bullshit. Just let me know in the chat, homeboy, if it's all good with you. I'm not that one. I'm telling you. I'm all laughter and giggles, yeah, because I'm keeping it light. But man, the name Lunatic wasn't made up, bruh. So just let me know where you stand. You on some, you just having fun in the chat, or you really trying to be disrespectful? You didn't do nothing. I'm just asking because I'm seeing some shit about come out to Philly and I'll mess you up. What kind of shit is that? Are you playing? Come on, let me know, bruh. This ain't, come on now you done got me all out of my good mood. You know what I mean? If you guys are just playing, that's fine. I don't mind that. But if you talking that pull up and I'll mess you up type shit, we not having that shit. I'm not having that shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, homie. This is not that place. I want everybody that's on this channel watching this fucking lives to be comfortable and don't feel like they're being violated with words or whatnot or intentions. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying you did anything. I'm just checking to see if, are you guys playing? Are you just clowning around in the chat? That's fine. But when I read shit talk about coming out to Philly and pull up in Philly and I'll mess you up, I'll come to Philly. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Shit, if that's what it takes, bruh, I fear not. I fear not. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to just have a good time. Talk. If you're a Raider fan, let's talk Raiders. You might not be a Raider fan. You might be an Eagles fan. That's fine. But keep it respectful. That's all I'm asking. I don't want no insults. I don't want no threats. Because I'm the only one that's slinging insults. And I'm the only one presenting threats. So let's keep this shit cool. Let's laugh. Let's have fun. Enjoy the night. That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I'm not what they call it, Debbie Downer. Nigga, I ain't no motherfucking Debbie Downer. You always see my shit be light. When you come on to my shows, it's light. We have fun. We talk football. We talk sport. It's good. It's good. You ain't did nothing wrong. I'm just asking, what were the intentions of the comments that you made in my motherfucking chat? That's all I'm asking, homie. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. That's the last thing I want. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to come back. Even if you're not a Raider fan, at least just keep it respectful, have fun, conversate. You might have some good ass ideas. Man, good thoughts, good comments. Man, let that shit go. Let's see them. You know what I mean? I've never seen you here before. I'm just checking to make sure everything in my chat is calm, cool, and collective. That's all. That's all, man. I'm a man of peace until you press the wrong button. You know what I mean? Too old for that shit. Now, Gruden, let's see. Oh, this man acting like he really Gruden. Okay, Gruden. Hey, next time, man, delete the fucking emails, okay? Delete the emails. Damn. Okay, we back at it, you guys. I had to take a pause for a minute and see what's really going on. Now that I got shit. Man, okay. So let me send out these motherfucking. I'm trying to get people to come up on here, man. And it's like SC diss me. I sent Gravy a link. He might be asleep or he dissed me. Fucking Dirty might be he might be with his son, so that's that's all right. But then again, he might have dissed me. Farrell done dissed me like twice. Who else? Fuck that. I'm calling everybody out who dissed me. Digital Prez is all right with me. Me and him, man, we came up with a fire ass intro. Have y'all seen the new intro to this channel? What do you guys think? Shout out to Digital Prez for working with me and coming up with this idea. And man, it's like I told him what I wanted, and this motherfucker hit it right on the fucking head. Man, salute Digital Prez. I don't know if you're out there, but bruh, you do the damn thing when it comes to that motherfucking editing, man. For real. Y'all, you solid with that shit. Man. Matter of fact, man, this is when he told me he could do my motherfucking intro. I'm gonna show y'all how I was feeling. I was feeling just like this.
I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look, be that.
I'm done with that, like, man. Hey, we knocked that shit out the park because it tied everything in the way I wanted to have it done. I'm a horror movie fan, so it's like there's like the classics, the Poltergeist, the Ring, and we incorporated that shit into this fucking intro, dude. And it came out. I love this shit. I love this shit for real, for real. Motherfucker, I just dropped something on the floor. You know what? All right, so let's get back to some real shit, man. John Gruden did a house. Oh. Okay, here we go with this. What the fuck, man? Hold on. Now, see, you done overstepped your boundaries, homeboy. I know you playing. I can sense the kid in you. You know what I mean? And I'm too cool of a cat to be scratched by a kitten. You feel me? But you better let me explain something to you guys, man. When you initiate war, please know your enemies. Know your enemy before you declare war. Know your enemy before you declare war. That's all I'm asking. Because you're going to fuck around and get yourself in a bad situation. And it's never good. It's never good. You know what I mean? Mr. Gruden. Because Gruden ain't in Philadelphia. But you know what? Since you want to be on here and man, shut your punk ass up, man. You's a sucker, man. Why do I let these motherfuckers get that motherfucker out of here? You bitch. You's a bitch. And your mama's a bitch. Now, let's get it back to being cordial. See, you bringing about the bad side of me, man. I don't. That's the first fucking troll that I done had on this motherfucking channel, but he's gone now. I put one in his I put 5 in his chest and 2 to his head. He's gone. He's no longer living, you guys. So I put him in a barrel and threw him in the Mead Lake. But anyway, let's get back to the positivity. But yeah, had to get rid of that sucker. SC, hurry up and eat that food fast, man. Damn it. We need to talk some shit, dude, for real. What are your guys' opinion on the wide receiver spot, number 2? Who do you think, like, realistically can win that spot? In an all-out competition with who's remaining on this team at wide receiver, who do you think can win that number 2 spot on the Raiders this year opposite of Mr. Devontae Adams? Let me know what you guys think. Gravy. What? Gravy. I just sent you a link on IG if you want to pull up, bruh. Like I say, you're always welcome. Matter of fact, I need to get some information for you so I can send you something. Yes. No, it ain't no strippers or nothing. I'm gonna send you something. No, we'll talk later. I'll talk to you on IG, but I sent you a link on IG to pull up. So go ahead, man. Well, let's talk this football shit, man, and get other people's opinion. What's up with it, man? Raider for life. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate it. Man, shout out to the Raider Nation. Hey, we in here. We low numbers, but we deep in the heart. You know what I mean? We deep in our heart. But yes, Gravy. Go to IG. Click the link. Pop up. Let's talk this Raider shit. Let's do this shit for the nation. We got people out there that want to know who should be the wide receiver too, opposite of Devontae Adams and being thrown to by number 4, Derek Carr. That people want to know, inquiring minds want to know, and we gonna give it to them. You feel me? We gonna give it to them. Let's go, man. Hey, cheers. Man, I got 2 beers in this motherfucker. Buzzball. Like I said, I'm not gonna try to get too lit, but I'm going to get lit enough. Whatever that means, lit enough. Lit enough means not to be too inebriated. SC better pull up. I'm about to put an all points bulletin out on Gravy, SC, Twine. Who else? Dirty Raider. See? We can't be having this shit, man. We got to have a powwow this evening, Saturday night. You know what I mean? We got to talk some Raiders shit because people really want to know what the Raiders are going to do with the second wide receiver position. You know what I mean? I keep seeing people talking about this receiver that ain't even on the team, on another team, talk about trading them, hope they release them. Oh, shit. Now, this is my guy right here. So the first man up, I salute him because SC, Gravy, Dirty Ray. Hey, nah, I'm fucking with y'all, man. It's all love. Y'all already know how I get down. I fuck with all y'all. And oh shit, we got 2 motherfuckers in the house. Okay, so here we go. Without any interruptions, let me introduce my guy, Raider Twine. Raider Twine eating the brown crackers.
Hey, you know what it is. What's good with you, fam?
Man, we solid. All right, yeah. we got another one. Hold on, we ain't done yet.
Okay.
Our boy, he got his mouth full of food also. Maybe it might be some Chick-fil-A or some shit, but it don't matter. My guy from Southern California, SC Experience, aka Eric, the slap your bitch and take her number.
Now, let me hey, that introduction though. What's up, man? What's up? Hey, I'm still eating, but I had to pull up, man. I don't want to keep it waiting, man. I don't want to keep it waiting.
Like I said, you can eat on live, man. Everybody eats. Hey, look. Hey, Twine is eating.
Hey, you ain't gonna stop me from eating. You know what I'm
saying? 2 for 1, baby.
2 for 1, for sure.
Y'all eating, I'm drinking, so shit. We got a full meal.
You know what I'm saying? We getting it how we live. Hey,
man.
my boy Lunatic. I heard you had to pop some in the air. You know what I'm saying? I heard you had to pop off on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Who want it? Who want it?
I don't know who this cat was. Talk about he John Gruden. He talked about if we really want to throw hands, come out to Philly. And I had to tell him. I said, look, just to let you know, you might be a young dude. You seem a little young, but before you declare war, know your enemies. Know your enemies before you declare war, because you don't know who you fucking with. So I blocked him. I had to block him.
He don't know, man. He don't know.
Yeah.
He don't want that.
For real. For real. So
he don't want that.
He's sitting in his room at his mama's house thinking about it right now. You know what he did wrong.
Eat mama's meatloaf, you know, in the basement, you know.
Hey, for real. In his dunce.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What's up with y'all, man? Hey, what do you guys think about the Edwards trade, man? Let's get into this shit for real. Anybody can start. It don't matter. I thought it was good. But I'm gonna tell you what, it caught me by surprise though. I did not see that shit happening because everybody was sure, well, okay, we didn't draft a wide receiver, we didn't go out in free agency and get a big name wide receiver to play the number 2. So it was like, okay, well, it's Edwards to lose. Shit, it was Edwards' spot on the team that that he lost. You know what I mean? That shit right there, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That it's very interesting. There's plenty of ways that it could have went. You know what I'm saying? They got the value, you know, that I guess they felt they could get off of him. You know what I'm saying? This could go so many ways. It can go in the way of we're confident of who we already have. You know what I'm saying? In the room. You know what I'm saying? With all the other names, because remember the wide receiver room, whether they're household names or not, that room is loaded at this point. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there trying to be a wide receiver for this team. So you know, either they're really confident with who they have. Remember, they did some little light work, you know what I'm saying, some conditioning and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe they saw something that they didn't like in Brian Edwards. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things out there. I wasn't too necessarily a fan of Brian Edwards, you know what I'm saying, based on last year's performances.
Yes.
But, you know, I also was optimistic because of us having a Devontae Adams, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, there's going to be, you know, a double team on him and maybe a double team on Renfro, and there might be a double team even on, you know, the team's got to double team somebody, and somebody's going to be wide open. And I think the person that would be wide open in that situation would be a Brian Edwards. But again, they got some value off of him. You know what I'm saying? We've seen what this regime could do in the draft, you know what I'm saying, of trading up and trading back and making moves like that. And to be honest with you, I think this is just the beginning of you know, of either getting rid of players and getting value, or bringing in players via trade. You know what I'm saying? That fit that we just got, that might be going back out for somebody else. So there's a lot of ways to play it. Definitely was surprised, but again, you know, you definitely have to trust, you know, where they're going. And if they're saying they're fine, you know, with the depth that they already have, I'm all for it. I think that, and I think you brought up the question. Excuse me for being a little too long, but I'm trying to knock out all your questions. You had a question about, you know, who you felt was going to be that number 2, and I think Demarcus Robinson, the ex Chief, is going to be that second wide receiver for us. He did that well for us. Well, not well for us, but he did that well for KC. You know what I'm saying, as being the second wide receiver, and I think he'll be you know, well and ready to go for that spot. Again, I believe in competition. So, you know, if a undrafted free agent comes in, you know what I'm saying, if Trey Turner, from being an undrafted receiver, comes in and be that number 2, I'm all for it. I've been saying since we've got the draft and all these people from undrafted, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be you know, the cream rises to the top, and there's going to be competition all the way through. So that's what I'm looking for, you know, on the way out. So yeah. but Demarcus Robinson is definitely my
thought the
pick
same
for
thing.
number 2.
I thought the same thing, Demarcus Robinson. It made sense because they want some kind of. I know Demarcus Robinson ain't the fastest dude, but he's good enough to play the number 2 wide receiver spot opposite of Adams, and he will be a help. You know what I mean? Because you figure we're looking at the fact that Adams is pretty much going to be the one pulling the double team. They're going to be doubling his ass. We know this. So everybody else that's on that motherfucker. See, I like the way they're creating this offense, man, because they're putting defenses into a situation where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can't stack the box because of the weapons we have at wide receiver, tight end, and you can't not stack the box because we got the kind of running backs. If you don't, they're gonna knock off chunks. See, and
that's the scary part about it, because it's really gonna come down to this, and we're not there, but we're really close to it. It's gonna come down to the point that the only way that you're gonna beat us is if we beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If the wide receiver doesn't, if the wide receiver drops the ball, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, somebody on the O line, you know what I'm saying, pre-snap penalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably the only time that we're actually going to get beat. You know what I'm saying? Is if we beat ourselves. We're that close. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of more. I would say, you know, if we could upgrade in some places, then, you know, it would really take us to the top. But we're getting real close to that place where it's almost like the only people that are going to beat us is ourselves.
And that's true. That's true. Because the way I'm telling you, if they create this, and I sit back and on the outside looking in, and I'm seeing and analyzing what they're doing, both defensively and offensively. Offensively, they're having an offense that's like can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
They got those options. Oh shit, we got another motherfucker in the back. Oh my God, my guy. First time pulling up, man, and I appreciate this dude to the fullest. We got Gravy in the back, y'all. What's up, Gravy?
How's it doing, man? How's it going, bro? You calling me out, bro? I gotta show up, brother.
Hey, facts. He was about to do a whole bulletin board, like a whole. Hey, this is the reason.
I felt you, brother. I just had to take a little minute.
Man, I'm glad you're here. Whenever, man, you always welcome. You're always welcome. And matter of fact, I gotta get some information for you so I can send you a gift.
No need, bro.
I know it's no need, but I choose to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's all love, man. It's all love. Okay, now we got Gravy here. We're talking about, since we traded away Edwards, and I seen you in the chat as well. Who do you think should be the next man in line for that second wide receiver spot to be opposite of Adams in this offense?
Richardson.
Go ahead.
Richardson.
Yeah.
He's the possession guy that we needed from the get-go. I was happy when we got him from the get-go. Me and SC talked about it when we first signed him. He's your typical, when SC did a good job by throwing the film out on him. You know, we had a problem with third and long distances. You know, all through the season, it used to piss me off so much that we'll get 8 yards, 7 yards. We need 10. Yeah. We need 11. We'll get 10. This guy gets beyond the boundary of the first down, and he does it constantly, consistently, and he catches the ball. He doesn't drop the ball. Critical situations. He's fast. He's faster than I believe all of them. You know, you got the speed factor there.
That's the key right there.
And what also I noticed, I remember that day, was he didn't get tackled by one guy.
Took more
little corner, took two guys to get him down.
So you
might have been two little corners, and they weren't ankle hits, grabs. He wasn't tripping over a blade of grass or anything like that. He just kept running.
Okay.
Didn't have a problem. Ball security was great. So a possession receiver, that's what we need. Someone to get us to the touchdown boundary, to keep possession of the football. And plus the speed factor.
That's my thing right there, the speed. Because I noticed that's what we were looking for when they were bringing in these college players for interviews, for the 30. They were bringing in fast guys. And then I think the thing that hurt Edwards was the loss of Ruggs. Because when Ruggs got into his incident and removed, Edwards struggled.
Yeah.
Because we had no one to really take the top off the defense to open up that field. You know what I mean? And Edwards is not like, especially, and the one knock on Edwards and I heard other people talk about this is him coming off the line was not impressive. The line of scrimmage was not impressive with Edwards for him to
when they bumped him, yeah.
Physical talent like he is, nothing. You know what I mean? So he was expendable.
It didn't look like he got physical with them. You got to dictate that pressure when you're a receiver. You have to dictate it. You know where you're going. The corner doesn't. So if the corner just has to open up his hips and he opens up the wrong way, you got him.
Yeah, exactly.
You got him. And then if the speed of Richardson when he does that maneuver or the little juke move or the route tree that they have, when he does that, he does it on a dime, boom, doesn't turn, then moves his hips, and where the cornerback is sitting there thinking, is he going to go on the outside of me or inside of me, or is he do a slant? Is he going to come back up, a stop and go? That does a lot. Just that little bit of movement does a lot for a corner to think.
I heard you say something that made very good sense on some other channels. You stated that you seen Cooper in Edwards as far as him giving up. And I believe that shit, because you figure, okay, when Ruggs was gone, we didn't move Edwards to the number one wide receiver. And I think his feelings was, you know what I mean? He might have had his feelings hurt and just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Because you would think.
Yeah. The mannerisms, man. The mannerisms.
Because you would think
maybe, maybe that's the type of guy he is, man. You got your quiet guys in football. I've worked with a lot of them.
Yeah.
They don't really say much, and they're leaders, and you could be a leader. It's just like when something good happened, he wouldn't even really do anything. You know what I mean? So, you're happy at one point, and then you're not happy at another point. But the mannerism, they didn't. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt last year because they didn't use them right. They lost Ruggs. The running game wasn't on point. And all of us know if you got a good running game, you're going to have a good passing game, or if you legit throw the ball all the time, then that's different. He would be happy for that. But just the way he flaunted himself and walked around, I wrote on the chat on your show, Lunatic, when maybe he went through this little 3-day mini camp. Yeah, they didn't like what they seen.
Yeah, I believe that.
They didn't like what they seen.
You know what else it could be? You know what else it could be that I wanted to speak about, which I started, because once all these different moves happen, I like to always try to analyze, maybe break down film in case it's like a player incoming or a player outgoing or any of that. So I was trying to get my head wrapped around this whole Bryan Edwards and what could be the reason as well. And I noticed something in film, like actual film, not just highlights, right? When you look at it, you've seen that sometimes Derek Carr will underthrow him, overthrow him, and you would be like, is it Carr's fault? But if you notice, Carr, the way he maneuvers, he got mad. He would be yelling at him like it looks like he didn't run the right route. And this happened throughout the season. So maybe that's why they had Zay Jones over him, because Zay Jones got the playbook better than him. Now I'm thinking this 3-day mini camp was probably like, hey, here's the playbook. Can you get the routes going? And he just couldn't figure it out. And then we're going to mess with that with somebody that can't learn on the fly, especially with the new regime coming in. You got to learn on the fly. With this new regime, the one off season, you need to be known to get that football IQ. And I think he didn't have it. And automatically they're like, hey, it's not going to work with us. Maybe the Falcons playbook will be easier for you, but you ain't gonna work for us, man. So
Yeah,
this playbook is complex, especially for the wide receiver on the outsides, and I've said this when we first got McDaniels, is on the outside they run multiple routes in one play. So based on what the coverage they're seeing, if it's cover two, then you run, you know what I'm saying, a slant. If it's cover three, then you run an out or whatever the situation may be. But there's multiple routes within that one play. So if they call that one play, that wide receiver has to first diagnose what the defense is doing and then run the correct route, because it's all in timing. So if that is the case where Brian Edwards, because that was another issue about his route running too. So is he going to be able to run all the right routes? But on top of it, is he going to be able to diagnose defenses? You know what I'm saying? To see, okay, pre-snap, this is what they're doing to us, or what I'm saying, this is what they're doing. Because defenses changes. They'll give you one look and then they'll switch it. So as a receiver, you're going to have to change your route based on whatever that defense is doing. So if he can't, if and that's who they're bringing in. They're bringing in veterans. They're bringing in guys that are mentally smart because they need to get that playbook. So that might be the situation.
And I'm gonna blame a little bit on the coaching staff before the last two coaching staff. Here's the reason why. He's coming from a college in South Carolina where they don't run that many routes. It's the same situation with Treylon Burks in North Dakota State. And that was a knock I had on Treylon Burks. And the same knock I had on Brian Edwards coming in. I wasn't big on the draft as far as when Edwards came in. I was more big now that I'm a content creator because you got to be. But once he came in, I diagnosed it as well. And I seen that they didn't run too many routes. So now entering the NFL, what an NFL coaching staff is supposed to do is teach. We hear that from Patrick Graham. We hear that from McDaniels repeatedly. Learn. And they keep indirecting, shooting the other regime like, oh, they didn't teach him well. We know we could teach him well. And that's what a coaching staff is supposed to do. And when Brian Edwards came in, he came into a situation that these guys didn't really teach. They were just like, hey, here's the playbook, get it done. Type of stuff with Gruden and stuff. So that messed up even him more than already. So those were just two bad situations that he got put in. And that's why I have nothing against this guy, man. And I wish nothing but the best for him with Atlanta. But I mean, just the situation was bad for him. And I think that's why he just left. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't mad at it.
I believe that shit too. I believe, you correct on that shit.
And also to be able to get value off of somebody like that
that's what I was impressed with.
There's and it's interesting because there's a lot of players that I'm not gonna say I want everybody out, but the Raider Nation, you know what I'm saying, we get a census of people that we kind of want out, but you know what I'm saying, obviously
Gravy knows who I want out. Gravy knows who I want out.
That ain't gonna happen, brother. All pro.
Hey, I just find it interesting that we can't even get a 5th round pick for them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so for real.
What is it? You know what I'm saying? What is it?
I'll send Abrams to Atlanta. Give us a 3rd or something like that.
Hey, I'm for that too.
Hey, don't be surprised if that end up happening.
I said this, man. No one's safe, bro. No one's
telling you. When it's time to cut down to the 53, do not be surprised. It all depends on what White does in camp and in preseason. If he showed that he can bust off chunks in on every carry,
Jacobs
is gone. You might as well deal with it now.
I don't see that, Lunatic. I don't.
Yeah, like I said, it depends. I
think Jacobs needs to be in an offense where he carries the ball 20 times a game. That's the type of running back is. He's not going to get it from us.
No,
but knowing the community of coaches, especially if you're an offensive coordinator or a running backs coach or anything like that, if a guy is balling, 6, 7 carries, and he's going and he's getting you 6, 7, 8 yards a carry, you don't need to throw the ball, really, and you just hand it off to your stud, give him a break or two with this young guy. I would stick with Jacobs.
Yeah.
You know.
So when it's
But
time to pay him, you would pay him.
If he balls out this season, most definitely.
Who's gonna? If you pay Jacobs, whose money are you gonna take that from to give it to him? Because we still got to extend a couple of more players.
You can get rid of Drake.
But why? When you, I mean, if White, if you traded up to get White, there is a reason why you grabbed White.
Maybe it's certain. Maybe he's a certain. You know, coaches do weird things. Lunatic. They'll get a guy just for third down long. They'll get a guy. They'll pick a guy second down and long. You know what I mean? They'll get a guy just for the red zone. They'll get a guy. You know, get a guy that can pass protect.
Yeah.
You know.
But Josh McDaniels and Ziegler are playing chess. They're like
didn't understand that pick. I didn't understand that pick. Now I'm starting to a little bit.
I understand it.
It makes a whole lot of sense to
me.
It
makes sense. They're covering their ass.
At this point, bro, no one's safe. I said this right when Brian Edwards got traded. No one is safe. If they're willing to get rid of a rookie contract, bro, they're willing to get rid of anybody on this team. No matter if you got a torn ACL, you're healthy or nothing. And I say torn ACL because Gravy knows where I'm going with this because I kind of want somebody out of this team. But it's not going to happen. I want Trayvon Mullen gone. What? I want him gone, man. Bring in Bradbury. Bring in Kyle Fuller. I don't care.
Double X.
Bradbury.
Get the double X jersey.
I know, Gravy. We made a bet. He
bet me. I said, who's going to go to Pro Bowl? I said, Mullins is going to make the Pro Bowl this year.
What?
And he goes, he said he would buy me a Mullins jersey or any jersey I want. Any jersey I want.
Yep.
A Mullins jersey?
Easy. Man. Any jersey. I'll give it any jersey. That's how confident I am. That's how confident he won't be no Pro Bowler.
But I'm with Gravy on that Josh Jacobs. I've been saying, I've been trying to preach this to the choir that, you know, if Josh Jacobs, you know what I'm saying, actually, you know, balls out, they might even give him that money, because if you look at it, and I'm not dismissing Zamir White, because I think Zamir White is coming in for a reason. He has a place here, and that place is,
I know where you're going.
If Jacobs
say that shit
gets that money, then Zamir White can also come in, and he can be like what they have over there in Cleveland,
two-headed monster
with Chubb and Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Where you're not, it really don't matter who get the ball. It's going to be a problem. So, you know, that is something that even upgrades our offense even more in that sense. But also, if that doesn't happen, if Jacobs doesn't get this money, if Jacobs does get the boot, then we're still going to be all right, because we have Zamir White and we have some other guys within the rotation. They're trying to do running back by committee, but again, you know, I understand that aspect of it, but I also understand the aspect of if the man is hot, give the man the ball and let him cook. You know what I'm saying?
You know, they had a game where they only threw the ball 4 times and won the football game. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's the type of game I would love to be a part of, because I'm a running back coach. So, but the thing is that you gonna let my boys run all day? Shit, let's go.
You should have been my coach.
You gonna let my boys run all day? Let's go. Let's pop this, man. You know, I told you guys what it does to the other team. You know, it takes away their weight room. It takes away everything they think they pushing for. But once you get backed up, you can't stop a guy on a basic power play going right up the seams. That destroys your defense.
Yeah,
it destroys your cornerbacks, because they don't want to tackle these big dudes. They're over here saying, "What the hell? I got to tackle Josh Jacobs going full blown down. You want to hit that dude?" Them corners don't want to do that shit. You know, the safeties might, but they're making a business decision if you're going to go heads up with Josh Jacobs. I'll tell you that. He's a big boy. He runs hard, and that's, you know, if you want to do the Hunt and Chubb thing, that's awesome,
man.
But Hunt has seen his better days already, right? It's kind of like Jacobs are Hunt, and we don't even know what this guy we reach for is a Chubb. You know, that's given to compare them to is a lot, man. Yeah, I would just say, hey, let's keep it as Jacobs and this new guy, and it not start calling him Hunt and Chubb because that ain't happened. If it happens, then I'll be down with it.
No, I'm not saying that that's where they're at.
That's good to have. It's good to have, bro.
I'm just saying that it has that potential where
that dynamic.
When Jacobs comes out, you have a running back that runs almost similar to, you know what I'm saying? If you watch Zamir White, his running
plays just like Jacobs.
It's just like Jacobs. So you're not missing anything if they interchange, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to go at. I'm not trying to put them already up there. I'm not giving them the trophy yet. But I think
I would love to have that.
They possibly have that. Yeah.
Hey, if that shit pans out to be like that, can you imagine?
Then you get another one. You get another one that could go in the perimeter, which Drake can do. Drake could get to the perimeter and be gone.
And that's just running backs. And that's just running backs. And we didn't even talk about the two of the best route runners we got on that wide receiver core.
Hey, what, Renfro and Adams?
Yeah, and then if Waller pans out to be that top three tight end like we know he can be.
I'm telling you, we on the verge of if everything on paper really comes out to being what it is on the field, we got an offense that's going to be deadly. It's going to cause a lot of problems for defenses because they're going to have to choose what the fuck they're going to defend. The run.
Well, it starts out with them big boys up front, Lunatic. You got to get that situation.
You're correct. That we got to get that right guard and that right tackle situated. But once it is situated, look what we have. If you get your offensive line solidified and anchored in as far as starting position, and we already know what we got at receiver, tight end, slot. We see our running back core. It's going to be problems because a lot of teams is going to be forced to either choose to guard the pass or guard the run. You're not going to be able to do both. Now, there might be a couple of exceptions that got a defense that's, you know what I mean, has the playmakers on there to be able to defend both, but there's not a lot of them in the league. They're usually one-sided. You're either going to have a good defense that can guard the pass or a good defense that does the run. It's hard to get both.
Yeah.
It's not enough money under the cap to get both unless you knock it out the park in the draft and get those good players in here to be able to balance your defense out. So what's going to happen?
You're gonna win the Super Bowl if you got good defense on both those sides.
Man, that's what. Remember the 2000 Baltimore Ravens? What they only allowed 12 points a game,
and got turnovers too.
Come on, and look at this defense. That's another thing. Patrick Graham is developing a defense that gets turnovers. See, and I look at, like I said, I look at shit and I analyze it and I say, well, why did we give up Yannick Ngakoue and get Chandler Jones? They both had double-digit sacks, right? So what would be the main reason why we would get rid of one and bring in the other? Then I dig in a little deeper and I start looking at forced fumbles. Yannick only had 2 forced fumbles. Chandler Jones had 6. They're going for turnovers. They're going for linebacker. The linebackers are a little bit light in the ass, but they're quick enough to make a break on the ball. You know what I mean? I'm looking at
you gotta. The thing with Yannick is that he's good against the pass.
Yeah,
that's why
he struggled.
That's what he always ran across the quarterback because he wasn't a good run stuffer. But Max has a motor that's so high and it never stops. He could do both.
So I see that we want the turnover. We don't just want a 3 and out and get punted to. We want to take the fucking ball from you. You know what I mean? And Ballhawks, like you said, with the 2000 Baltimore Ravens, what did they do? They took the ball away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And here's the thing that I wanted to touch up upon real quick about before we get completely off the offensive line situation. If you remember in 2016, I think it was 2016 to 2017, Derek Carr had the quickest release in the game.
Was it 2 point something seconds?
It was like under 2 seconds, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So now think of this, right? The McDaniel
I think system, he still does. He still
does.
Bro.
Yeah, he still does, right? He's still top 5 as easily. But think of that quick release, right? Think of it in the McDaniel system. The McDaniel system is not a lot to do with deep passes like 80-yard bombs every single time. It's more a quick release. Let everybody be like a Deebo Samuel type of guy. You know, quick slants, quick this. And that's why Jacoby Myers was a really good wide receiver for them. And other receivers out there like Edelman and stuff. that did get that mid to short route type of guys. Now think of it with Renfro and Devontae Adams. The way they create separation off the line, how quick they are. Just imagine that with the quick release. All you need to truly do with this offensive line is just give maybe half a second to 1 second more than last year. Derek Carr's still gonna ball out with that. And imagine if they give him 2 to 3 seconds more than last year. That's even gonna be cherry on top of that. So at that point, I'm just like, all you need to do is that Carmen Brasillo. I know, Carmen Brasillo. We gotta have trusted Carmen Brasillo, man. You gotta have to trust on him.
It's a lot to ask, but you remember what did New England's offense look like with Randy Moss in it?
It was good.
They went undefeated until the Super Bowl, right?
He was the best deep threat though ever.
Okay, so replace that with Adams, same system, but replace that with Adams with what we got. What's the potential?
I feel it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is
I don't see the deep throws.
I see deep throw because Carr and Adams was going deep at Fresno State, like it wasn't shit.
Yeah, they destroyed the whole whack when Mountain West when they
hey, that New Mexico game was a perfect Jesus, bro. I keep repeating that on tape, bro, over and over.
Is that when he scored? Is that when Devontae scored 4-5?
Yeah. All deep bombs too. All you see is Derek Carr.
All deep.
Yeah, he had 300 yards receiving that game.
Oh my
God. I forgot who it was. It might have been Gruden, but one of the coaches asked Derek Carr, was his arm still on? Because he they were talking about how many yards he threw. Yeah, like how many yards did you throw last year? Like he's like, yeah, it was the arm still there. It's still there.
It was the podcast that Gruden had. Remember the quarterback camp?
Okay,
he had him on there. He told him. I remember that. I remember that exactly.
But yeah, hey, look, hey.
That's something that Gruden wouldn't do, though.
Derek Carr in Fresno was throwing Derek Carr in Fresno, man, he was throwing up astronomical numbers, man.
I'm telling you.
And that's why when we got him in the second round, I was so excited. I was like, man, people are sleeping on this guy because he came from Fresno. They trying to call it a small school, you know what I'm saying? But this fool was balling.
Here's the thing that kind of got me is the fucking Texans didn't want to take Derek because of what his brother did with him. I'm like, that's not the same situation. You didn't even have an offensive line for David. You know what I mean?
It was just a center and him lining up. Lining up with nobody. They expect him to throw.
They was worried about taking Derek because they figured it was gonna, recreate what they had with David. And I'm like, it's not the same situation. That's why I think
David was the better quarterback. David's bigger. David's bigger than David's big. He's like a linebacker. He's built like that. He's a real muscular cat, real taller than Derek. But Derek has this little. His accuracy is so fine tuned, and he learned that from a coach we had over here, Pat Hill. That he has him throw tennis balls and golf balls to his receivers up until 3 weeks before their first game. They don't even touch a football.
Yeah.
So he could thread it. If you could thread a golf ball into a spot, and then have the same flow and motion, you could throw a football, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're throwing balls to each other, but on 9-on-9s and shit stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're throwing tennis balls. That's the thing. And he does that. His accuracy is on point. And sometimes it looks like it's not. And he gets a knack for that. Or that he looks his receivers right on. I go, hey, if you have the so-called best receiver in the NFL, aren't you gonna look at him?
You got to.
And then you know what? If that corner wants to stare at Derek Carr's eyes, go ahead. Because Devontae is gonna be flying by at 20 yards ahead of you, scoring a touchdown. You'll be looking at his ass celebrating in the end zone. Go ahead and look at the quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll be doing something.
Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you, Gravy. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, as much as I love DC, I felt like David really he really was the better
He was the better
quarterback. He was the better quarterback.
Yeah.
He just
Bad
happened to go
situation.
to a very, very bad situation. Derek went to a bad situation, but David went to a really bad situation.
Yeah, for real.
When
Yeah,
he
for
beat
real.
out Schaub,
Matt Schaub, yeah.
I knew that he was gonna be special for the Raiders. I knew, and I'm probably more of a skeptic against Derek than anybody in Fresno. You know, I'm not saying, well, fuck the dude, this and that, you know, giving him F bombs. I consider that, hey, I know what type of guy he is. He's a real humble guy. He blames himself for everything, which he's on the mic and he has to do that. He's the quarterback. But he'll tell you one on one, you did fucked up, and I took the blame for it. He'll tell you that.
With Edwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he do that with Edwards?
He got frustrated with Edwards because
man,
and then that's what the quarterbacks need to do. It's good that we have a quarterback that does that.
That takes
like Tom Brady.
accountability.
Tom Brady getting in his receiver's ass.
You got to.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Exactly. Rather than someone that's quiet and don't say shit.
We'll do better next time.
Next time. Yeah, exactly.
There might not be another next time, man. There might not be another next time. We might be out to play on this game. Why you not running the right route? What's your footwork? How come you don't take an outside release instead of inside? You know he gives up the outside. Why you going inside? Well, I seen this. Oh, now you can't read defenses like Twan was talking about. You can't just think a corner's gonna not play you because you know the route. You got to say, I'm gonna trick this dude and to sucker him into something different I'm gonna turn him around. You know.
Hey.
So go look at Derek Carr's eyes all you want. The fans can. Or whatever. He's not staring down receivers. He's looking at a receiver that he's gonna throw to.
Look, if he stared down Renfro, do you think they still got a chance?
Why, bitch?
You know what I mean? Hey, the way Renfro come off that line, he like a billboard. Ankles is getting broke. You know what I mean? Hey, Renfro's
just a factor
on that fucking offensive line, man.
Just a factor.
Same way.
Just a factor that he has to look at these names now. Devontae Adams, Renfro, Waller, Jacobs out the backfield, Drake out the backfield. And I didn't even say the X yet. You don't even know who the X. Even guys like that, Richardson.
No,
the other guys that we got.
Okay,
Hollins, those guys.
Here's an idea. Now I'm just throwing this out there, but since we're talking about McDaniels coming from New England and having people in the system, what do you feel about N'Keal Harry as a tool?
I'd rather get Jacoby Myers from free agency.
Okay?
Yeah,
I heard that he was on the block.
I heard this name get brought up before with N'Keal Harry, and that was the new name that got brought up to me recently. And he's just been that guy that I feel like he might be a number 4 on our receiving core. Okay. And that's just because I'm a big, just like Twan, just like Gravy, we all agree on Demarcus Robinson. I think a lot of people have been sleeping on him. The moment Keelan Cole came in, everybody thought he's going to be number 2 now. I know some people think Matt Collins is going to be number 2. And I'm just sitting here like, I understand, he did run a lot of snaps at the Jets, but I think Demarcus Robinson is that guy that never got a clear shot because of who he had to go behind. I mean, when you got Tyreek Hill, they were called the Legion of Zoom for a reason. You got McCole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, and then it's just like they were all over the field. When you look at the Chiefs and how they ran their offense, they had everybody lined up. Yeah. So I think, in my opinion, Robinson's going to take number 2, but I would not be mad if they bring in a familiar face like Jacoby Myers, or they go out and get somebody like Nelson as well. But I don't think they'll do that. I think they're settled on the wide receiver core.
I think we're done, man.
I think we're done on the wide receiver core. I did say this before on one of my lives that says wide receiver done, room done. I was like, hey, Brian Edwards is in hot water. Boom. Shipped. I didn't think he was going to get shipped out. I thought he was just going to get his spot taken, but he got his spot taken by force. So so shit. Hey, it is what it is. But I think we're done there. I think we're gonna see a Darrell Williams maybe at that right tackle, get a veteran right tackle to help out over there, or maybe we're gonna go get a corner because I think we're not done with the secondary. I still think they're gonna bring somebody in. whether they get my boy Mullen out or not, they're still gonna stack up that cornerback spot.
Mullen gone.
Double X, bro. Double X.
Look, hey, I think it might be Bradbury because look, how long Bradbury's been free now?
Yeah,
he's not signed yet,
and he did get paid 10 mil. By the way, people don't recognize that he actually got paid. So saying that he's gonna cost a lot more,
he could take a cheap 1-year deal, ball out,
see
Mullen's play.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I was all happy at first, SC, because we finally agreed on something. But now, I'm gonna tell you.
Well, look. This is what I'm gonna say. I think Mullen stays because we do know that Patrick Graham loves his corners. Like he said it, he needs more. So I think they would keep Mullen. But I'm saying this, they're still gonna bring somebody in that's gonna take his spot. But he's still gonna be there as a role factor, as depth to help out. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather have Mullen than Faison and some goddamn mid-season practice squad dummies. I don't want them. I'd rather have Mullen than them. So
that's the only way you'll like Mullen.
Yeah.
I'll be right back real quick. I got a refill.
Hey, but when what you was talking about N'Keal Harry, he doesn't push the needle for me at all. Yeah, I didn't even like him for the Patriots when they got him. He's slow. Yeah, he knows the offense. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but like I said, he doesn't really push the needle for me. Like I rather would have had Brian Edwards here than N'Keal Harry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we just got rid of Brian Edwards, so I feel like anything that comes in, it better be a upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. I feel okay with the guys that we already have, you know what I'm saying, that are already here. I think the competition at the wide receiver room is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a fight for that number 2 spot. Yeah. But definitely what happens after that? If we throw out a 3rd wide receiver, or you know what I'm saying, a 4th wide receiver, if they decide to, run a little spread, offense or whatever the situation may be, we need to be flexible for all that stuff.
And that's
who's gonna do the the end arounds for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't see DA doing the end arounds. I don't see Renfro doing end arounds for us. So who's gonna run that? You know what I'm saying? The wide receiver, sweeps. Who's gonna do that?
Yeah. So you use a tight end too. You can use tight end on end arounds. You can use.
I think they might do a Renfro pass, man. Have you seen Renfro throw a ball? I think they might have him throw a ball here and there, man. They did that twice, I think, last season with the McDaniel system.
Hey, and I'm saying he need to be emergency quarterback.
Hey, he feeling himself. Hey, start rapping, Twan. Start rapping, Twan.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I got the beatbox down.
Hey, that's how Raider Nation is feeling entering the season, man. You already know what it is.
Hey, we turning up this season. I'm telling you, Raiders gonna be all right this season.
I'm excited.
And this is what I see from McDaniels, man. He's familiar with Patrick Graham. What I mean is they both have the same mindset of they're gonna put people in the best position for their pros than their cons. When you look at Mac Jones, right, and the way they utilize Mac Jones and why he was such a good quarterback in a lot of eyes, I told people, I was like, it wasn't really Mac Jones. I'm gonna be honest. I always called him overrated. People were, coming after me because they were on that streak, that 6-game win streak. They're like, oh, he's good enough. But when you see how they utilize Mac Jones, is the way of to his best of ability. He can't do things that other quarterbacks can. He needs to get the ball quick to a guy that's 5 yards off the line, give it to him and let him do the rest, or run the ball. They ran the ball a lot. I mean, when they beat the Bills, they beat them just running the ball. He threw the ball one time that whole game. Literally one attempt, and it was 1 for 1.
So, I wouldn't mind that.
I know. And I remember that game was under the weather, so I could see why they had to run it forcefully. But at the same time, they utilized him to his best of abilities. Now with Derek Carr, he's got a lot of abilities more than Mac Jones that he could utilize, and I'm excited for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready to go. Hey, screw the offseason.
I can guarantee you this, SC, that Derek Carr would not mind at all to hand the ball up to a running back all
he wouldn't.
game.
Yeah. all that weight will be off his shoulders that he's been handling over and over and over again. Oh yeah, hell yeah, he's gonna be relaxed.
And that means your line is tight.
Yeah.
You know, that means your tight ends are tight. And then what's worse about it is that you got play action off of that. Then Devontae Adams comes and Richardson comes in, and the stuff you do with Renfro, and then you could drop bombs. You could be having bombs to your tight end wide open middle of the field because the safety don't know where the hell the ball's going. So it's exciting. It's exciting because I know that offense. I know that offense that he runs, and he's real creative with putting receivers in situations against people. I cannot see a linebacker try to cover or waste his. I would just let the dude go. A linebacker try to cover Renfro. So look, if you put yourself in that type of situation, see ya.
You're screwed. Mm-hmm.
So look, with the signing of Tyrone Wheatley Jr., you think they're gonna put him at tight end?
They're gonna have to, or
because his
weight.
I heard
he's gonna have to sit at the buffet.
He's only 265 at 6'6".
So what I don't know that much
was
about
he a tight end out of school?
He was offensive
line.
Wait,
Tyrone Wheatley's son?
Junior.
He's 6'6"?
6'6", 265, though. He's light in the ass for an offensive lineman. He's an offensive lineman at Michigan. Then he went to Stony Brook in New York.
I heard. Okay, so he was an offensive lineman originally. Okay, people were telling me that he was a tight end. I don't know that much about him. I know. I know about his father.
Well, yeah, we all know his father.
He played with Gardner and stuff. Yeah.
We got him from the Giants.
Yeah. And so when
Tyrone Wheatley at Michigan was dope.
Yeah. Man. So when I think with Tyrone Wheatley, I think what you need to do is I heard he's a good blocker. So I haven't done the full research, but I'm gonna say this: with that skinny, he's too skinny to be running the offensive line. So what I would do is not force him to gain 20 pounds or 30 pounds or any of that. Just make him gain like 5 pounds or some shit. And then have him run the tight end blocking tight end role. Have him block. I think that would be his best role. I don't think he's utilizing any other role, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put him at the offensive line, man. I would not.
Yeah, I mean, unless, like I said, it's easy to put on weight on a 6'6" frame. That's nothing. But right now, he doesn't have.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's 25. He was undrafted in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
He must have a big mama or something.
I think he was with the Bears.
His mom must be big, dude, because Tyrone Wheatley wasn't that tall.
I said that shit. I said, look, I know how big Tyrone Wheatley was. I ain't trying to clown or knock nobody mama, but his mama might have been offensive lineman size.
She might have played some volleyball or
WNBA out there, man.
Got a good jumper.
She got some big brothers.
She might have been for Lele size.
Yeah.
6'6". Damn. Tyrone was barely cracking 6 feet.
Man. He was a big back though. He was a big back, 260.
260 sounds about Wheatley, but not no 6'6".
Nah, man, 6'6", 265. Shit.
That's a small lineman right there. He ain't got no business. He'll get thrown around.
Yeah, he'll get abused for real. Mm-hmm. So I heard people talk about, he's gonna be at the tight end. You could, conversions are cool because, like I said, I remember when Marcel Reese from tight end and put him at fullback. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It works.
Oh, Marcel Reese was a dope. I would say Marcel Reese was a running back, the total package. Running back.
Yeah,
you could do anything with Marcel Reese, throwing out the backfield, running them. He had experience at that shit. He was a big ass dude.
I forgot
what at the Niners.
I forgot what game that was where I think it was McFadden got hurt, and I think all of our running backs went down, and it was like we were like close to the end of the game, and we were still trying to run the ball, and we gave it to Marcel, and he was pounding it, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, you could tell like in the crowd, he was like, give me the ball, like like that's how Marcel was. So
he's like the front office for us, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
like he's in there
with Mark Davis for real. You always see them, you know what I mean? When they was doing the light ceremony at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, it was him and Mark Davis.
You know how we just, I don't want to bring this up because we don't have to talk into the topic,
No,
but the whole Mark Davis thing,
bring that shit up.
you know, the whole Mark Davis thing that's happening, how he fired the president or whatever.
Yeah.
That might be Reese's spot right there.
You know what? Possibility. Because look, this what came out. He sent out another tweet or whatever, Mark Davis, that is. He's letting it be known, and this is the facts, that the dude he released was not the president. He was interim.
Oh, shit.
He was interim, so you can release him whenever you decide you got somebody to replace him. He never was given that position.
Damn.
So, yeah, it pretty much sucks for him for trying to go to the news and say, oh, yeah, Mark, they fired me and I gave 18 years to the company. But Mark Davis let it be known he was never the president. He was interim president until we find a suitable candidate to take that position.
And that's
to fire him is nothing. We relieved him of his duties. That's all it was.
That's a part of the contract too.
Man,
because when you
relieved him of his duties.
Yeah.
When you sign him as an interim, you're already telling them, I'm hiring you. I'm hiring you until we find. But the thing is, now since that has happened, he has a certain period of time to actually bring in whoever that president is, whether it's the president, you know what I'm saying? If this is real, you know what I'm saying, he better bring in somebody and say he's the president.
He got options.
Because
come on, who don't want president of the Raiders with the direction we're going? This shit, it's a no-brainer. And like you said, Marcel Reese could possibly here. But I'm there's other candidates out there if you really want to move somebody in and make it all look legit. But yeah, dude ain't had no. He's assed out. He's assed out. They keep trying to say, oh, they're trying to force Mark Davis to sell. Good luck with that shit.
That ain't gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, man, it ain't. I already know this. You and I know this. This ain't. They're not. They can't do shit because pretty much I seen what's dude name Santee that be on YouTube also.
Yeah,
he was saying that. He was talking to some of his contacts about the whole situation, and it was pretty much Mark Davis was in the dark. Now, the way it's being ran is like, since you're the owner of the team, you should have it under control. But a lot of shit, he didn't have, you know what I mean? They say motherfuckers was stealing money and all kinds of shit. So he's like pretty much gonna be a victim in this shit as well.
The president looks over that shit for Mark Davis.
Yeah.
Mark Davis will just sit there, count his money, and write out checks.
Yep.
That's it.
So
they dropped that a long time ago, and I think a lot of people looked over it. If you go back to when Mark Davis was at the owners meeting, they asked him questions about the vacancies and stuff like that. Yeah. And one of the comments he made was about all that tax money. Remember when that came out that the Raiders weren't paying taxes or whatever? Yeah. No, the issue was that we were paying too much taxes, and that there was money that was being sent out that wasn't coming back to us. Oh. So and that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Like the books need to be balanced. We shouldn't be spending too much money, and there shouldn't be too much money being gone out. So somebody is still going to be in trouble regarding that. So the money situation was really the issue, and the people that were handling the money issue, those were the people that were starting to, I'm out, I'm resigning, because they knew that they were a part of that situation.
Exactly. Yes.
When it all comes down to it, people that are 100-naires, not these millionaires, it doesn't matter. If you're fucking with my money, we got a problem. And that's what happened with Mark Davis. He said, you're messing with my money, we got a problem. So that's why all of this, all this front office stuff is really going crazy, because they weren't handling the money right.
Exactly.
And we're listening to all the media saying, "Oh, the Raiders this and Raiders that."
You know what I'm? Yeah, exactly. And then
you gotta wait. You gotta just wait and hear the facts. From the people.
And you figure, like we always say, like if you look at Snyder with the Washington Commanders, their thing that came out recently, well, when they was diving more into the emails and shit, they was doing some scandalous shit. What they do is, okay, you know how the NFL is profit sharing, right? So everybody, the money they make, goes into a pool, and it's spread out equally amongst all 32 teams.
Yeah.
But what they found out about Washington is they weren't reporting the money that was supposed to be spread out amongst the other teams and keeping it for themselves by fucking with the books. So, come on. That's way more serious than what the fuck you trying to point fingers over here at. But this motherfucker still owns the team. You know what I mean?
Barely. I think barely he owns it.
He ain't going nowhere. It's a fraternity with the owners. The owners are a fraternity. They protect each other. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Snyder ain't going nowhere.
So Snyder has some fingers up somebody. Just saying. I'm just saying.
He got his fingers up somebody's asshole. Just say it. He playing with somebody's sphincter muscle. I said that shit. Lunatic said that shit. He playing with somebody's sphincter muscle. He up in there like, don't say shit. I got this on video. I said it.
Yeah. But once you start getting these allegations as far as like workplace stuff with women, that just makes things more higher than probably the books. You know what I mean? Because once you start having this not a foundation, it's not a good place for women to work. Where's these women at? Where are these women at saying this?
Exactly.
You know who they're going to talk to?
Never had a reputation of this. You know, what had what's her name? Amy Trask there for years, decades.
Yeah, exactly.
The epitome of women getting treated well should be the Raiders. And if it's happening now, you know, they're just trying to make the way he looks, the way what he drives, or what he doesn't want to. Maybe he doesn't want to be a billionaire. Maybe he doesn't want to, you know, act like them. Maybe he doesn't want to sit on a yacht like Jerry Jones does and pick draft picks and have his wife all blingy next to you. You know what I mean? He does not like that.
Mark Jackson want to fuck with the bitches. I know this. Hey, Mark Jackson be in public in Vegas, nigga, with a dime on his shoulder. I mean, on his arm. So I'm knowing, and I know that shit ain't
he
free.
He was at the selling ringside. It has all these allegations sitting ringside at Canelo fight.
Man, come on now.
He ain't
sitting there for free.
You worried about something? You worried about harassment at the workplace?
Come on now.
Facts.
He not tripping. And I don't think it was harassment. I just think it was just the environment that the Raiders work under. It had nothing to do with grabbing ass and, ooh, what nice tits you have. I think it was not that at all.
That's what the fans and the media think, that something bad is about to happen.
And it's not. It's more being organized and running your franchise like it's supposed to be ran. That's more what it's focused on. You know what I mean? So he ain't grabbing ass.
Twan, you're on mute, Twan.
Twan, I can't hear you.
Hey,
Twan. Oh, my bad. Gabe.
You be trying to talk.
Gabe at? Let me find him and send him a link.
Hey, but you know, in its context, man, the people said, the dude said it was a hostile environment, right? What bullshit did we go through prior to all of this? You know what I'm saying? Hostile environment. All this, you know, Gruden going crazy, Arnett showing guns, you know, Ruggs, you know, doing Grand Theft Auto, Need for Speed, you know, Hobbs sleeping on the side of the freeway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just bust us for that. You know,
all this shit's going on, and then we just moved from Oakland, and Oakland got issues with us. And still talking shit about us, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think the environment's gonna be? You think it's gonna be freaking peaceful? You think it's gonna be pizza every Friday and ice cream on Saturdays?
Man,
no,
I'm telling you,
it's a hostile environment.
Man.
When shit like this happens, Twan, you know it. All of you know it. Everybody becomes a GM, a president, and shit like that. Oh, we should do this. Boy, you don't know shit about how to run a football team.
In my pants. I mean, you gotta know that.
And then
worry about
You're telling me
Worry
that
about your house first. Get your house situated. Quit having your
before
kids
you worry
running around
about
at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Quit having your kids running around 2 o'clock in the morning.
Come
That's
on.
hostile. And you're over here worried about a football team upper levels and shit.
But that's
They're
what I
cool, man.
That's what I don't get, because like if I'm in the position of where Mark Davis was and all that other shit was going on, right? And then you're telling me that people is behind me fucking up my money. You know what I'm saying?
That's when I get mad. That's when I get mad.
No, like we do this. This happens to us every day at our job. Every day at our job. When higher management talks shit to our managers, what happens to us? You know what I'm saying? The saying the shit rolls downhill applies, right? The manager gets pissed off. The supervisor gets pissed off. And guess who the supervisor's gonna yell at? Your ass.
Yes.
It becomes a hostile environment because shit rolls downhill. So why I don't get it when people are like,
"You're
fired. Gosh, it's all over." This is normal shit, just on a different scale.
Man. Well, they want you to walk inside with roses and shit, pigeons flying everywhere. You know what I mean?
Today is wonderful. I woke up and I'm breathing.
Good morning. Thank you. I want my coffee.
Get the fuck out my, I'll be in there. I get the fuck out of my face. Let me do what I gotta do.
Hey, Lunatic, you fucking with my money. Me and you got words to say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now. That's a given. If I can't pay my rent because of you, you paying for that shit.
And I just got this mortgage on this. And I just got mortgage on this fucking
you paying for that shit, nigga.
You know how much that mortgage is on that fucking Vegas building I just got right now? And you fucking with my money?
Yeah, for real.
You bitching about $1,700 for a one bedroom. Try this and let $7 million a month for this fucking stadium right here.
Exactly.
You know what I
mean?
I got niggas swinging from a rope and spinning around this shit trying to bring money in this bitch. And you fucking with my money?
That is why.
First.
Well, that's the last time you're gonna see Chris Isaac hanging from the fucking Raptors over there.
Hey, from his ankle.
The wannabe Houdini motherfucker. Trying to wear a Raiders.
I'm tired of seeing the 2020 lynching. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry.
For real.
You're trying to get out of a straitjacket in a Raider jersey and shit like that, man. I go, come on, man. This ain't us, bro. At least I'd rather have E40. I'd rather put 40 water out there, man, on stage or something.
Trying to get money in here.
What the fuck?
Put 40 water on the stage with some Jabberwockies. That's cool for me at halftime right there.
Yeah.
Kill O'Neal with the Jabberwockies at the
there you go.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That Lil Jon was lit though.
Yeah, Lil Jon was ready.
Lil Jon was lit for the Charger game. That's
yeah. But I think we're gonna top that shit this year.
And we are big time.
You better throw motherfucking Kendrick Lamar at the home game. Shit.
Hell yeah. Shit. Hell yeah.
His new album is tight.
Man, yeah, it is.
He came out banging.
We need Kendrick Lamar jumping off the stadium, bro. What's the rapping?
No, Kendrick Lamar with the straight jacket, hanging from the rafters.
Oh shit!
Coming out of it. Yeah, with the microphone
like that.
Come out of it, got a microphone.
And below it, it's a table lit on fire. So if he falls,
with 5 naked bitches on there burning.
With Sierra when we play against Seattle, just doing all this shit.
Doing against the Donkeys, yeah.
Oh shit.
Shit, you be having her man outside looking at that shit. What they doing to my lady out here? She dressed up as a Raider fan.
That won't be your lady no more.
Let her go over there. Let her beat them Raider fans, boy. That
ain't your lady no more. Shit, that's the nation's lady now. Shit.
You go over there and see 40 water over there trying to throw game to Sierra right there. He goes, hey,
man,
she's going home with me, man. Hey, she's going home with me to the Bay.
40 will do that shit in that old ugly ass 49er jersey.
I'll watch him. I don't care what he wears.
Shit, he used to wear Raider shit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's pictures of him. Yay.
On the click, he was banging Raider stuff.
Hey, the classics. Hey, look, Gravy Note, the Click, Sugar T, B Shot. Be legit and D shot.
Be legit, D shot.
Come on now.
You guys don't remember the click? Mr. Flamboyant, Mr. Flamboyant.
Oh,
let's get drunk.
Hey,
let's
see,
get drunk.
With the Carlos Rossi.
Ooh, top of the line wine, Carlos Rossi. The cheap ass shit.
Hey,
that's it.
Man, Gravy. What did you like? 40?
Boy, 10 years more than that.
50?
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, I turned 50 in December.
All right.
Yeah, I feel you.
I turned 21 in August.
Well, at least we know what we're talking about. Twan's in the middle. Twan's in the middle of us, you know.
Hey, look, SC gonna fuck around, get fucked up, be butt naked on the motherfucking Eiffel Tower on the strip at the Paris.
Butt naked.
Butt ass naked. Because you know he's drunk.
At least chest.
The Hangover 8.
At least chest naked, not butt naked.
No, the Hangover 8. He gonna be butt ass naked at the top of the Paris.
Oh hell no! Not on top of the Eiffel Tower. Hell no.
At the top of the Paris with a Raider flag.
Raiders. We'll push you out there on the stratosphere up there, on top of the stratosphere.
Hey.
Chest naked.
Not the strat. Oh shit. Hey, SC, when you turn 21?
August 19th.
Oh, you a Leo?
Yep.
Oh man, hey, my son's a Leo for real.
Hell
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to come to Vegas. Look, check this out. The preseason games are only like $54 and $56.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Hey, Twan,
Minnesota
your mic's
or
muted.
the Patriots.
Yeah, Twan, your mic's muted every time you were talking.
You said what?
Twan's mic was muted every time you were talking.
You know what I'm saying? This mic be playing games with me, dog. Hey, this mic is spinning on a rope.
It's just like this, Twan. Like this, Twan. On, off.
Off, on.
Hey, Twan be like this.
Hey,
he out here doing hand signals. He's out here doing hand signals.
Taking off his
We can't hear you.
Hey.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Nigga, your shit on mute.
And we're over here going like this.
Man, for real.
He throwing out some sign language and shit.
Look. Even in the chat they saying Twan muted. Look. Shout out We the People. Hey, thank you for the hands up, man.
Hey,
your
thanks
mic
for the notifications, bro. Thanks for the
your mic is muted. We the People. Thank you for that, bro. Thank you
pop
for that,
pop it up like every 3 minutes. We the People, so he can check for himself.
Yeah.
That's what it means, Twan. When we go like this, that means turn it on. And then we go like that. Yeah. That means you're muted, Twan.
Hey, that's sign language for a nigga. Your shit mute.
That's funny shit.
Oh my god.
Oh god. You about to have me choke on this honey bun, man.
Oh, you got the honey bun and all.
You got a honey bun with no burger in between it? A honey bun burger? What?
Oh.
What about the brown crackers, man? Honey bun.
I had to get some honey buns. I ate some. I still got them, but I was feeling like eating a honey bun.
Peanut butter and brown crackers.
Oh.
He got the honey bun. I'm fucking with beer, so I'm good.
Hey, but for real, like Mark Davis is trying to pull fucking magic out his hat. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas is fucking with the money. So somebody got to get fired. Like,
hey, that's real shit though. That's real shit. Somebody fucking with the finances. You deserve to get canned. That's just what it is.
And it starts from the top.
If I'm stealing from the job, I gotta go. If they catch me,
starts from the top though.
If they catch me, no, let me quit. But no, that's obvious right there. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of looked at when dude got fired and then he want to send a fucking text to the Las Vegas Journal about what happened and bringing up females, and I'm like, that sounds like a motherfucker that was doing it himself to try to cover his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wants to put all the blame on Mark Davis, and it kind of sounds like, well, you sound like you might be at fault too. You just trying to cover your ass.
But also, who talks good about their job they got fired from?
But at the same time, though, dealing with a potential lawsuit of this nature, you wouldn't go to the media right away. You got to seek counsel, and they'll tell you, "Hey, don't say shit to nobody. Just let us handle it." Because you're gonna say some shit they're gonna use it against you in the trial or in the court case, and it's gonna fuck the whole case up. He's releasing shit to the fucking Las Vegas Journal.
I think he is. I think he is an attorney or
He's a
something
bitch.
like that.
Now he's a bitch. He ain't no attorney.
Now,
that motherfucker is snitching, trying to cover his own ass because he probably was smacking women on the ass at the job because that's what it sounded like to me. He was quick to, you know what I mean? On the slide, he would like say, "Oh, I don't want the women," and I'm like, "You letting it be known as women now, without saying it's women as far as being why the environment is detrimental to what you guys are doing." So, but you brought women into the conversation. You said it was an environment that was what did you say? A hostile environment. So
hostile environment, the workplace, the women.
We're connecting the dots, but that sounds like to me like if you in jail and a motherfucker fucking with you, and you know you can't whoop this motherfucker ass. So what you do, you start loud talking so the guards can hear you to pay attention to what's going on. So this motherfucker can whoop your ass. That's what it sounded like to me.
Man, little thing, you look like you've been in a hole or two before, bro.
allegedly on GTA. Allegedly.
Don't say that shit.
What you said, the motherfuckers loud talking. I go, all right, I know he's about that now.
So to me, him coming out with that statement and sending it to the Review Journal, he's loud talking to bring attention to it.
Yeah.
So all the focus ain't on him.
Yeah.
Because he's a bitch. He's a bitch. He didn't have to say shit. He could have just kept quiet, got him a lawyer, and go ahead and get ready to file this in court if he has a problem. Now, I bet you his lawyer is telling him, you shouldn't have said shit, man. Why the fuck you sent out a fucking text or an email to them saying, this is what happened? We didn't advise that. Now we got to work our fucking strategy around what the fuck you just said.
Yeah.
We need to tell the truth. Reddit's just to tell the truth.
Just keep quiet.
He's in charge of that though, Lunatic. He's in charge. He's a president.
No, he's not the president. He's interim.
Okay.
It's like being a substitute teacher. You're a substitute teacher, not the teacher. Substitute. We can fire you without cause.
You're president of the business. I'm not talking about you got fired. Yeah. But he's in charge of all these other levels of administration for the Raiders. He's in charge of the books. He's in charge of the women that work there. Either they liked what was going on there because they ain't saying nothing. They're not saying I got slapped like this. Unless he was doing it, they was trying to cover his own ass. He sounded like the guilty one.
It wouldn't.
Maybe he yelled at somebody wrong, and then all of them got together or something like that. You get yelled at in your job, man. That's what happens.
When you look at different scenarios in that with people coming out and talking about it, there's nothing sexual. It's just it was a hostile environment. So they probably got yelled at. They probably got scolded for doing shit that they wasn't supposed to be doing. And then their feelings got hurt and decided to say, hey, this motherfucker running a hostile environment. I'm like, hey, you sound like a bitch.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Because you complaining, but you should have been quiet. If you got an issue that's a legal issue with the company, then you address counsel and don't say shit. It's just like if you're on the street and a motherfucker police pull up and arrest you, you don't tell them shit. You want a lawyer.
Yeah.
Let them handle it. Because you're going to say some shit, and I guarantee you it will be in the police report, and it will be at your trial.
You know what I'm interested to see, like, because also like with that, like just thinking about just normal jobs, like there's HR, you know what I'm saying, and HR handles, you know what I'm saying, all of those sexual harassment and all of that. HR handles that. So if where is the report on HR? We haven't seen anything.
They're not going to say nothing.
Here's another thing. This when dude got fired, this is what he came out and said. He said this specifically. He said that he addressed Mark Davis with the issues. He didn't do anything about handling it. And so that's why he decided to take it to the NFL. Okay, now if there's a problem on the job and what gave you the conclusion that Mark Davis didn't do anything? How do you know he didn't go and address that to somebody? And then you go to the NFL with the same. Why would you go to the NFL about what's going on in the organization rather than taking it to the legal steps?
Yeah.
You know, this shit is like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this dude is a bitch?
Well, Mark Davis probably said, bro. Mark Davis says that there's a hostile work environment. Mark Davis probably said that's your job to take care of that.
Either that's that or he told him, I'll handle it. Don't worry about it. So how would dude
Mark Davis
know
have
if
to
he
handle
took care of it?
He should have to
handle
handle
owner,
it.
though. He's the owner.
That's not his job.
That's his job to do that.
That's why when I said
why
about
have a
the
president?
HR,
Why have a president and a vice president?
No, you're right.
Chain of command.
But if he brought it to the owner, then what do the owner do? Ignore it?
No, he said you take care of it. Probably you handle this. This is your job.
I would not doubt that. But this little bitch ass motherfucker
want to go to the news. He
got his feelings hurt because he probably talked to him.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
We clown Mark Davis about his motherfucking haircut, but Mark Davis probably ain't no punk.
Yeah, he knows. He knows
I think he's not, because he's the only one that stands up against the NFL as we speak. You remember when they would start voting on shit? He's the only one that say, "Fuck that! I'm not voting with that shit."
He should. He should be that way.
Exactly. He should. So I don't see him being coerced into something that he doesn't agree with.
Yeah.
So that dude, that little weasel ass, rat ass motherfucker.
Man, I hope I don't get on your bad side, Lunatik.
Hey,
shit,
you
man.
won't. Hey, gravy, I got you.
But he get on you, huh, man? He make you.
Hey, I thought we were gonna get on his bad side. He was like, "I'm gonna bring out the bulletin board." He was like, "SC, gravy, Twan, not pulling up."
No, I wasn't asking y'all to pull up. You are gonna pull up on
As soon as he popped that beer, all y'all gonna come in this bitch.
All y'all. Hey, I fuck with y'all fuck with me. Y'all pulling up.
Hey, he was already on that timing because that guy in the chat.
He was already
on that timing.
John Gruden in the chat. Oh,
John Gruden popping off.
He was popping off, boy. He don't know what he fucking with.
I'll take a flight to Philly, homeboy. I'll take a flight to Philly, man. You see me?
He won't even know I'm there.
Facts.
I'll go live there, but won't know I'm going live and be like, "Hey, what happened to John Gruden?" And then he'll pop up and be like, "You ain't coming out here. I'm right out on the corner of." Yeah, okay. You on the corner of what?
Yeah. Hey, on that note, I gotta go. Gotta wake up early, man. Hey, I appreciate you for having me.
We don't sleep here. You stay.
I got
you. Mean
we don't sleep here.
Get you a bang energy drink. You good?
I don't have one on me, man. I gotta get one.
With you.
Hey, but I appreciate you, Lunatic. Real talk, man. I appreciate
you for pulling up, man. For real, I do. Thank you.
Love, man. I love you. Already know what it is.
We dream, dream of Lombardi trophies and naked.
You already know what it is. Hell yeah, man. Hey, Gravy, Twan, have a good night, man. Blessings, brother.
Double X, brother. Double X.
Hey, nah. Trayvon Mullen ain't being no Pro Bowler, Gravy. You reaching. Peace out, yeah. Have a good night.
Blessings, man. Yeah, man.
Dude, thinking. But he made that bet, bro.
Hold on.
And then
I got somebody.
And then he said, I don't have to give him anything. So you want to sucker bet me? I'll take that all day, bro. I don't have to be in Vegas for that.
Oh yeah, I gotta hit. Yeah, Lunatic. I gotta talk to you, bro.
Hey, hit me. What you want to do?
Offline. I'll hit you. I'll hit you offline.
All right, I got skills still.
I know you do. I know you do.
right off the bat, he goes, "You need somebody beat up?" We're like real close. You need somebody beat up or what?
Hey, just tell me where you at, man. I got you.
Hey, look, all I need for you to do is not after this live go walk to the strip and try to find somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No, hey, for real, I'm incognito. Incognito.
Right?
Hey, shout out to Anthony and Strata in the motherfucking chat. Clown and talk about I sweat a lot. He said, Raider Allegiance, you sweat a lot, huh? He said your head was probably like a waterfall or pool during week 18 versus the Chargers. Shit. Don't tell nobody though. I have 5 washcloths and a tampon on my head.
Oh shit.
Let me quit. I'm fucking around, man. Hey, shout out to you, bro. That was a good one.
That
Hey,
tampon.
I'm gonna post that shit because that shit was funny.
That shit just keep growing and shit like that. That tampon go like this.
Hey, that's the funniest shit I ever heard.
Hey,
man.
for real.
5 rags and a tampon.
Man. Hey, Twan, go ahead and get at me my
Yeah.
IG or whatever it is you want to do. It's good.
Did you guys know this? I seen something today. Did you guys know that all those picks on that draft that Brian Edwards was on?
Damn.
Simpson is the only one, and Amik out of those 10 picks.
Come on.
Amik's probably gone for sure this year.
Man,
I'm down for Amik. I'm down for Amik, dude. He can't help his size. I
want him to have an opportunity underneath this regime. Give him an opportunity. Let's see what he can do. Because obviously, if these motherfuckers before McDaniels and Ziegler couldn't draft right, and these motherfuckers ain't with the team and ain't doing shit elsewhere, we can't like automatically assume these motherfuckers ain't either until we give them an opportunity. Now, if he doesn't pan out, ship him off. Yeah. If you can't trade him, release him.
I mean, the numbers are already against him though, but you know, like I do feel you about giving him a shot in camp. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's going to really happen. You know, it's going to come down to that. But you know, right now, I think the numbers are really against him already. So he's really gonna have to do his thing this offseason.
He has the skills, bro. His problem isn't the skills. It's just he's not tall enough. He's not big enough.
I'm not tall enough neither, but Hart is a motherfucker though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hart will outweigh how tall you are if you have it. And
if you look at the videos, if you look at videos, bro, he's this far of deflecting the ball.
Man.
He's this far of getting his hand on it. He's just, you know, the receivers are getting bigger and taller, and the corners are kind of staying the same. And he's one of those few that's smaller than your typical DB, real small, real 5'8", if that. But his speed's there, his hips are there, his footwork's there. Just if you could get that into a Mullins body, then with the length of arms that he has and stuff like that.
And you know what's crazy about Amik though is also with that, like, there's been some plays where I'm like, dude, this fool got mad hops. Like this fool can jump. You know what I'm saying?
He can dunk.
He can
dunk.
For him being that short, he can get up. But you know, like you said, he's like that. He's really short from, you know, an inch or two from, you know, making the play that we need for him to make. You know what I'm saying? In situations like that. So it's
6'4" jumping.
Hey,
boy for the chat.
You see Michael?
I ain't no Island boy. Don't put me at that 4th Island boy.
Hey, for real.
Come on, Guerrero.
Can you sing Island Boy?
I'm an Island boy.
There's your 5th one right there, Mike. There's your 5th one right there.
Mike, you want to pull up? You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Fuck
He's
it.
Not working. If he is working, tell him to take a lunch break.
I'm gonna throw this shit in the chat, Mike. Hey, I would love to have you on here, man. If you can, I appreciate it if you could. Always was a fan of your humor. But man, for real,
He makes it 100% better with his flow, man.
Michael's solid. All you guys are solid, man. That's why I'm glad Gravy pulled up on me though. Gravy ain't never been on my show, and it's like to get him on here is like, man, I'm about to go grab 2 more beers, crack.
There you go,
man. Hey, for real. But
privilege, bro. Thank you for saying that,
man. Hey, trust me. What you've done for me, giving me stuff to show me your gratitude, I want to do it in return. That's why I said when we get off of here, I need some information so I can send you my appreciation gift. You know what I mean? For real. Because you're knowledgeable, you're a Raider fan. That's all that matters. You feel me? So I appreciate you.
I hope to be.
No, you are. You already know you are. You being humble, but that's good shit though. You that's good shit, Gravy. That's good shit, bro. You got my beard. Look at my beard. I gotta trim up though. I gotta try to knock off these years off my face.
Hey, try to grow your chin line, man.
You know what? I used to have a full beard, but I try to keep it low, and you know what I mean. I know I do that once a week because my shit grow back like a motherfucker. Like it's been a week already that I ain't shaved, so I got like, you know what I mean, on the neck and shit. But I used to have.
Is it shining? Is it shining for you? Is it shining for you? Is it getting irritation out of the way?
Because the shit I was using was off of Amazon, and I'm like, I can see the difference between that and what you gave me. You know what I mean? But like I said, once I trim up, get everything all situated, and throw that shit on there, man. Hey, the younger women, that's my target.
I mean, say your box is delivered today, Twan. So however it is to get to your area.
Good shit.
Twan's gonna be shining through there too at the little girlies at the hospital.
You know what I'm saying?
No, don't get Twan shit. I ain't trying to get no competition.
You know, I'm trying to get at these nurses. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get at these nurses.
Trying to get some money, man. You need a pension right there, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Twan really younger than me. I can't get I can't compete with that shit. I'm trying to act like I'm younger than
as long as they can buy a drink, we good. We good.
That's why I make my drink. That's why I do that stuff, Lunatik. So make us old cats shine. You know what I mean?
Hey, for real though. You know what I mean? I'll be looking, for real.
Tell your boys too, man. In Vegas over there,
yes.
If they with the nation, I got them, man. Just send me an address.
Okay.
Twan, you know that I take care of my guys. They like them to look fly. I don't want them looking up crazy, like some Ram fan or some 49er fan.
For real.
We got best beard community in Raider Nation right there, bro.
That is it. For real. Oh, who we got? Oh, Terrence. Salute, Terrence, man. I see you in the chat, bro.
What's up,
I see you for real. Oh, yeah. Thank you for pulling up. Hey, Michael, pull up, Michael. Come on, man. Put the link in the chat, bro. Man, we just chilling tonight. We chilling. We just talking Raiders. We talking anything we want to. It's all geared towards the Raider Nation family. These are my guys I got here. Raider Twan. I got Gravy. Man, we having a good time. If this is your first time pulling up, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Take that thumb and stick it. No, let me quit. I'm fucking with y'all.
Go like this.
Subscribe to the channel, y'all. That's all I need y'all to do for real. We keeping the entertainment. Hey, we having fun here. We having fun. But
So look, because we talked about it a little bit about the running backs. Did you get a chance to look at some of those undrafted guys we kind of got at running back? Because I like that. Well, I mean, we drafted Brenton Brown. I kind of like his tape. You know what I'm saying? And I also like the other running back that we got, Cecile McCormick.
McCormick.
McCormick,
yeah.
I saw him. I caught an eye for him at the combine. When I saw him at the combine, I was like, okay, who's this guy? Because like the way he was running, you know what I'm saying, his routes and stuff, I was like, okay, he looked pretty smooth, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cecile McCormick, that's another guy to look at. This dude, every time I look, I'm trying to make it, in my head, I'm like, I look at every position and I'm like, what position is not loaded?
Linebacker.
See,
You think so?
Gravy hit that shit. No, he right. We got some linebackers, but what's the depth behind them? What is the depth behind the linebackers we already have?
Do we have a linebacker that can cover without putting what's his name in the box?
I'm gonna tell you the linebacker I like, and he's an undrafted. Darian Butler, Arizona State. I like him. I watched his tape. He's a ball.
He wasn't drafted.
He was not drafted.
Nobody picked him up yet.
We got him.
Okay.
We signed him as an undrafted free agent, and he was under Antonio Pierce at Arizona State because Antonio Pierce was the linebackers coach, but now he's that with us. So now we got Darian Butler. He's undersized. He's not the typical size of a linebacker, but this boy got a nose for the ball. He has a nose for the ball. He's a ball hawk. You know what I mean? At linebacker, he's not a slow dude. He's not the fastest dude either, but he's quick because he doesn't have a lot of weight on him that he's carrying. I think he's only 225. Let me get my notes.
He's probably a sideline guy.
Exactly. That's exactly what he is. He's sideline to sideline. He's not north and south. He's east and west. For real.
Okay.
For real.
That's good. That's good to have.
Damn, I don't think I got that damn paper in here.
Did we get Quick back? Did we sign Quick?
Nothing has came out yet for him, but I think that might be somebody you remember. Okay, so for an example, you remember like it may not even, it wasn't last year, but it was like 2 years back where we looked at somebody, but we didn't really bring him in, and then later on that year we brought him in. We brought in Will Compton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be the situation with Kwiatkowski. If he doesn't get picked up from another team, I think he might come in like later on in the year. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone goes down, unless they really, really liked him. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a reason why they brought him in. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the money. I think it was the money that did it.
Yeah.
You know,
so
he's your typical inside linebacker. You know, got the nose. We got a bunch of those nose for the ball linebackers, but if you get someone that can go side, look, by all means, I would want my linebackers covering Kelsey or something like that. I would want a bigger safety. You know, Hobbs could probably do it, but Hobbs is a for sure tackler, and a running back goes outside, hits a perimeter. You know, Hobbs will get him. Abrams might not because he over pursues. He doesn't use good angles, and he hurts himself.
But here's the key with Abrams, though: you can coach him to do it correctly. Those are correctable issues that he has. So I that's why we never really heard too much about Abrams being traded or released, because I think this regime thinks that with the coaching staff we have, anything's correctable.
You know, I'm quick to say get rid of Abrams, but I dig his heart. I dig the way he plays football. The way he plays football, I like that. Besides, you know, injuries come with safeties and people that play like that.
Yeah.
But you lasting a season, you need to be there, especially. The athlete that Abrams is and the type of football player he is, he's just a badass football player.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can get away with that in the NFL.
Yeah.
To me, bro, that coaching a guy something new at that stage of his career in football, besides, you know, the offensive line or something like that, coaching. It's pretty much out of the picture.
Yeah.
Because they already developed their bad habits and they always go to them when something goes wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you would see it in Abrams. He got taught by this new guy that you can't be a missile out there all the time because you're You're gonna punch drunk yourself. You know what I mean? You're gonna get hurt.
But
he started going back to his old ways, and look what happened to him.
Yeah,
broke his shoulder.
Well, that shoulder's always going to be an issue after the first time. Dislocation, yeah.
And you want to put him. People want to put him at linebacker.
Yeah.
He got 2 surgeries already.
They're already thinking about the way he can hit, the way he hits linebacker, but they overlooking the injury that he got from hitting the way that he does. You know,
I look at the bad angles and the over pursue.
Yeah.
And things like
those
that.
are fixable though. Can he fix it? It's up to him.
Yeah.
And I like the way that this regime is handling shit, because it's basically putting it into the hands of the players. It's on you. Our opinion and decision on you is because of what you do. So we don't have you know what I mean? You can't knock us for releasing you, trading you, or whatnot, because it's at the end of the day, it's what you do. Yeah, and I like that setup. You know what I mean? I like that they're making the players accountable, whether they're on 1-year deals. They did not get the 5th-year option picked up. It's accountability on those athletes. So you can't point the finger when it's your accountability that either makes you make the team or you get shipped off.
And I asked a friend of mine that went to Fresno State in the early 90s. His name he played at Fresno State. His name was Brian Roberson. He got drafted by the Giants.
Okay.
He had a couple of good seasons, and he played for the XFL in Canada also. And I asked him about the 5th, what the 5th-year option means to a player. What does that mean to the player? And he goes, well, he didn't get a 5th-year option because he was drafted in I think the 5th round or something like that. He got a lot of money, you know. But the thing is that they want you to sign them that quick so they could get their bread, and then the performance they can take that away from you.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they could trade you, or we don't like this contract. We don't like the contract we're giving you, but they'll give it to you anyways with the intention of getting rid of you already. So the other team has to pay that contract, and then you get something back in return.
Yeah.
You mean the more you get paid, the higher pick you're going to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way it was then. I don't know if that's the way the philosophy is it now. And I go, well, he goes, the ones that have it the worst are the 3rd round picks and the 4th round picks that doesn't have that 5th year to get the bag. Either they get cut, traded, or released. So then you got to do everything all over again. You got to like promote yourself to other teams again, all over again. Where that 5th-year option is the team's option of what they think about you. Yeah. Obviously, they don't think very highly of Abrams, Jacobs, and Farrell, right?
Yeah.
They're just trying them out. And then I don't think that Jacobs should get paid $10 million.
I don't either.
I don't think that Abrams should get paid half of what the best safeties are getting paid.
Nope.
Because he's a liability. And once you get labeled that liability name, you know,
man,
you're going out of control. You're going out of control on the football field. You're gonna end up with the same dude for a different team.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I said, I dig the guy. He's a badass football player. Everybody would want him on your team, but if you're not there, and we're paying you this much,
you're
not gonna open my eyes as far as personnel, as far as the GM, them looking at you and Mark Davis, I'm paying this guy $10 million. He's not even on the field, man. He's in the ice tub more than he is, his shoulders in a sling more than I paid. He's here to get his check though. He's here to get his check though with that other hand. You know what I mean?
And see, the thing I think about with that is, if you did give Josh Jacobs that money, who are you taking that money from to give it to him?
Probably a better safety.
There it is.
Or a linebacker.
linebacker, receiver, slot, tight end. There's, you know what I mean? That money's coming from somewhere. You don't pull it out your ass and be like, oh yeah, we can give it to you. There's a salary cap. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be more next year. It's gonna be way more next year.
Yeah,
where you can afford Jacobs.
But that money is gonna kick in when you got the Derek Carr extension. It's gonna kick in when you got the Max Crosby extension. Then if you give one to Waller, Renfro, that shit kicks in next year when it goes up another 20 mil. So is there really room to give, you know what I mean, Josh Jacobs $10 million
for playing half the games?
And you can get fucking White to do the same production that you're giving at $2 million, or not even that.
A rookie contract.
Exactly. I mean, these front offices, they play this game and they play it well.
Oh yeah.
They know where they need the money at, and they know where to take the money from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh, did we got somebody that pulled up? Oh shit, we got Michael in the house.
All right, Mike.
Michael in the house. We bring Michael in. Mike.
What up? What up?
What's up with it?
What up with it?
Oh no, I couldn't see the shit. We can't see.
That's Pyro.
That's Pyro, huh?
No, that's Guerrero.
No.
I don't know who that is.
That's hold on.
That's Guerrero, baby. What's cracking?
That's Gabe. That's Gabe ass. Gabe, what's up?
Nah.
With it, yes, it is.
That's Pyro.
I got something in my teeth.
Yeah, green leaf.
Got a little something in my teeth or what, boys?
Green leaf. You got green leaf in your teeth.
Usually you have a cover on and a beanie on or something. Yeah, there it is.
I skipped a couple dentist appointments and shit.
Yeah.
I see you, man.
Oh, shit, for real.
How's everybody doing? Check in real quick with the homies.
Good.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to join you, man. Okay? Hey, they call me Lunatic for a reason.
Let's do it.
It ain't because I sweat. No, we good.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it going.
I ain't got no demon one like that, but
yeah.
You be scared of some little kids with that, bro.
Hey, Halloween, we taking bags.
Yeah.
You said we taking bags.
Hey, just wanted to check in with my brothers real quick. Everybody take care. Lunatic, Twan, Gravy.
Man,
bless you, man.
Everybody in the chat, much love to everybody. You know your brother Pyro had to pop in on you guys real quick. Much love to everybody.
Thank you,
too, brother.
You
too, brother.
Yep. Right on, man.
Yeah, that Pyro.
Yeah, I was like, after I heard the voice, I was like, yeah, that's.
I was trying to figure out like who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That deep voice like that.
Shout out to Pyro.
Yeah.
Pyro always be in the chat, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Always.
Yeah.
He got Karen's out there still.
He always be moderating and doing what he do for the nation, man. So yeah, shout out to Pyro for sure.
Yeah, for real.
He knows his stuff too.
Hey,
believe it or not.
Hey, for real.
He'll come out with some facts real quick.
Yeah, he broke out the mask. I said, shit, let me break out my motherfucking mask. You know what I mean? What's up?
All I got is a SpongeBob head over here, bro.
What? Not SpongeBob. You supposed to have Patrick.
I don't know if I do. I gotta go down the basement. I know I got SpongeBob right here. Cool, but
you need some Naruto, some anime. Hey, my son be on anime so hard. I start learning, like accidentally learning this shit. Like, yeah, Naruto. Yeah, I know that shit. No, I don't.
I tried looking at that, man. I can't.
That's my son shit. You know what I mean? Hey,
Sultan said, check this out, Gabe. It's bad. This and that. I said,
hey, Sultan fuck with that shit too.
Yeah. He goes, there's like 90 episodes of it. I go, man, you gonna have me up for like 2 months watching the same thing? I go, shit, dude. 90 episodes.
Oh shit. For real. But
I couldn't grasp around that.
It's some deep shit with that anime shit. The storyline ain't your typical storylines on any movie. It's like deep shit. Like you really have to pay attention. You got to pay attention to the characters, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And there be so many episodes too.
Yes, that's another thing.
You got to binge. Don't get on no lies. Don't look at nobody. Just check this cartoon out. Man, I only can watch cartoons for so many.
I want to see a Raider game. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, I'm ready for that, man.
I want to watch a Raider game.
I'm pumped, man. We just finished spring ball over here where I'm at, and it's starting to smell like nice cut grass and the chalk lines and all that, man. You got cones everywhere, bags everywhere, football's getting thrown, man. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Hey, my son had a playoff game today. They lost, but I mean, hey,
the football.
They had a playoff game this year. The other two teams out of their like the 10U and all that, they made it to the championship. All they had to do was win this game, and they would have made it, but they lost. But I mean, shit, it is what it is.
You know what I mean? He tried his best, man. He left it all out there. That's it.
Exactly. He don't get down. He don't never get no depression type shit. I said, "Did you have fun?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "That's all that matters. That's all that matters." But hell,
it gets different. It gets different now. Even in high school, man. High school is deep. Year round.
Oh yeah, I didn't even. You ain't lying, because they getting ready to start training again for the fall.
Yeah.
For that season. I'm like, these motherfuckers got 2 seasons in a year.
Yeah.
We didn't have that when I was little. Shit. When I played Pop Warner, it was 1 season. That was it. High school, 1 season. That was it. In the fall.
We do the double days just in the weight room.
Oh, remember the tour? Yeah, the tour days. Hey, for real.
That was on the field. This is double days in the weight room. Play around, no mini weights, and then agility inside, and then max out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hit your max before you even. They get there at 5 a.m, dude. Some of them ain't out there until 3:30.
I'm already knowing, because I remember when I was in high school, I did 0 period, which was weightlifting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Early before school started, early in the morning in the weight room. You know what I mean? Because we played football that fall. Football is the first sport in the season that you jumping off into beside cross country running. But
volleyball.
Man, we was in there like before the sun came up. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Hey, times are different. It ain't when I was in there. I was in high school. Shit.
I had a 12-year-old come in for the. Like a lot of the middle schools could come up to the high school. What they're gonna feel freshman camp,
Yeah.
I'm not at the freshmen, but they get a feel of who they're gonna see or what they're gonna do. Some of these 8th graders that are gonna be freshmen, they got them up on varsity already.
Oh yeah.
This dude is 12 years old, bro. He's 6'3", 240.
Fuck. I believe that.
His dad's 6'11".
Look,
his dad's 6'11".
My younger brother, he was when he was a freshman in high school, 6 foot, 220 pounds. He was a running back and a linebacker. He played varsity and freshman his freshman year.
Played 2 games, 1 game Thursday, 1 game Friday.
Yeah, exactly. And he got letters from BYU, Michigan, Nebraska, Portland State, because we lived in Portland. So we went to Grant High School, which Grant High School is the same high school that Ndamukong Suh went to. He from Portland. But my brother was a little bit older than him, and I'm like 10 years older than he was. But he baseball and football, shit, he was getting letters. Because they used to come to our high school and watch another running back when my brother played. His name was Marty Williams. He moved to Portland from Michigan. He was averaging 200 yards a game rushing.
Damn, that's dope.
But when they was coming there watching him, they seen my brother. And they was like, who's this young motherfucker? You know what I mean? 14 years old, 6 foot, 220 pound running back and linebacker. And so next thing you know, the letters start coming through the mail. Nebraska, BYU, Michigan, Portland State, shit like that. I'm like, oh, but he had to quit football because he got concussions, and the doctors told him another concussion could kill him.
Mm.
This is before that CTE shit.
That's what we're working on right now.
Man,
I'm trying. I got to train for it every year.
He couldn't play no more. You know what I mean? And it was like, I know he loved it. Because when he moved with me in California, we lived in Oakland, and we was right by Laney College. 2-year college. I was like, go to Laney, play 2 years, and then transfer. But it was like he couldn't do it no more because another bad hit, it would be a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
how far is Portland from Tacoma?
Not that far.
A different state. It's a different state.
Hey, Tacoma's one of my stomping grounds back in the day, in the early 90s.
I was born at that base over there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
In Tacoma?
Yeah.
Oh man. I went to Job Corps out there by Mount Vernon. Cedro Woolley. That was back in like 91. But I used to go to Tacoma because I had friends in Tacoma. They lived on the east side, they had the hilltop and all that back in the early 90s.
Well, I didn't know. I was just born there.
Oh, okay.
My dad was stationed there.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I was just a baby, and we drove all the way to Fresno.
Fort Lewis
Hospital, yeah, military hospital.
Okay.
Me and my wife. This is a coincidence. Me and my wife were both born at that base.
Are you serious?
My parents didn't even know each other.
Wow.
Her dad was stationed with my dad. They didn't even know each other.
They didn't? That's crazy.
Can you imagine that? Where were you born at? We were I was throwing game and stuff, this and that. And she goes, where were you born at? I was born in Tacoma. I go, me too. At Fort Lewis? Yeah. Man, this is a coincidence. You're my soulmate. I go, wait. Hold up. And then just a bunch of, she ended up being 20-something years later. She ended up. I've been wanting to go back there and check that out.
That base is pretty big though, right?
Yeah.
Because my best friend, he actually is out there. He lives on the base. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
coincidence.
Fuck. That's all right.
Speaking on this kid, this freshman, his dad comes up. His dad's 6'11", because I asked him. I never seen. I go, damn. I go, how tall are you, sir? He goes, I'm 6'11". 6'11" and a quarter. And I go, and then he had this big old vest on and a hat that said Navy submarine Navy vet. I go, they packed you. How tall were you when you was in the military? I was about 6'9". I go, do you fit inside of a submarine? He goes, I wasn't supposed to go, but I ended up to be on a carrier. And I go, that's even small too. And he goes, I got pictures of me all like, I go, so you were like the David Robinson way before David Robinson was in the Navy?
For real,
so David Robinson. They squeezed his ass in a submarine too.
Hell yeah, you had to do 2 years.
That's crazy.
Imagine how small they are.
Dang.
Yeah. 6'11" in a submarine for like 2 months in water.
Fuck.
Miserable.
Man, I don't know how they did that one, man. That's crazy.
I know we need people to serve, but dang, like I feel like if you get that tall, then you can't get on this ride. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. You too big to be in any kind of combat. You are a huge target to get hit.
He was a sardine. That's what he was.
He goes, I was thinner back then. I was thinner because he's probably pushing like close to 400 pounds. He's a big dude.
Shout out to Fear of the Nation, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. Appreciate it.
I said, man, he was on the USS Nimitz.
Okay.
That big sucker.
Yeah. So I had uncles that was in the Navy, and they were based in the Bay Area at Alameda. They were on the USS Enterprise. The old back in the day, and that was back in like the 80s.
You know, they retired her, didn't they?
Yeah, they retired. Yep. They sure did. One of my uncles, he retired into Louisiana. That was in New York, but I remember when I was younger, he was in Alameda also in the Navy, and they were stationed there. But yeah, he retired long since then. So
They took my dad told me, yeah, your mom drove, and and then we went from Tacoma to the Presidio when the Presidio was open.
San Francisco, right?
Yeah. And then I remember playing in the swing sets over there. I remember that.
Okay.
I remember playing there, and my mom would tell me, you didn't go by, because you could go inside the base. I don't think the Presidio's opened anymore.
Yeah.
But you go in there and you can see like the barracks and then the little swing set, the little playground area. I go, I wonder if that. And they had like a big old monument with a bunch of ships there and stuff. But my dad told me, yeah, I had to buy your mom a 67 Volkswagen. My mom drove from Tacoma, Washington, all the way to San Francisco in a 67 Volkswagen.
Wow.
Beetle. Bright ass yellow Beetle. I still remember that car.
Hey, shout out to Fear the Nation. I didn't even know Fear the Nation was in the military before. He said he was 7th, what'd he say? 7th Fleet sailor. Not from 94 to 98 in the USA independence. Oh, okay. Hey, shout out to you, bruh. Hey, for real. I got family that was in the Navy, man. Like I said, I've been from Oregon to Washington to California. Hey, salute to you for doing your duty, man. We appreciate you, for real.
I got a cousin that's in the Navy. He's a weapon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's a weapon now.
I remember when I was younger, I thought I was going to play football for Army, boy. I thought, hey, they got guidelines that you got to stick to get into the West Point for real.
I just never knew. I just don't know why the Army or those academies, why they never switched offenses. You know what I mean? They're still running this wing T and G-bone and triple option wishbone.
Hey, look, they do so.
It works.
They switch to the script. I remember, I think it was Army. They had a fucking receiver that was 7 foot tall. For real. I know he didn't go pro because he wasn't the fastest motherfucker, but he was 7 foot. I was like, what the fuck? Because they got this.
Oh, he was a white dude, huh?
Yes. The white dude. 7 fucking feet playing wide receiver.
Like a number 11 or something like that.
I don't remember, but I remember he was 7 fucking foot. For real. I'm like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers
he's 7 feet tall. They throw you in the infantry, bro. You're gonna get shot somewhere.
Hey, somebody's gonna catch his ass. Hey, for real. Even when he's ducking, they can see his dome.
You'll do a bust a tripwire or something. Your big ass feet.
There should be a, like they have like those high requirements. Like there should be a high requirement. If you are this short or you're this tall, there is no need for you to be serving. We appreciate you to be you wanting to serve the country, but that's a problem.
But you still got to go through. You still go through basic. I'm sure that he went through. Did some probably. I think he was like a intelligence guy. He went into some type of different branch somewhere else in the Navy, but it wasn't, serving front lines type stuff or getting doing anything like that.
Yeah, because think about it, like you're talking about like the Navy, submarine and stuff like that. Think about if they,
crazy.
In battle or something, and they gotta run through the submarine, and there's a 7 foot, you know what I'm saying, dude just running through the hallway, like, you know what I'm saying? That's dangerous for him, but that's dangerous for everybody else that has to run around.
You got little dudes, little dudes going like this, and them little things, you see in the movies, they're all like this. You just imagine him 6'11" like that. He has the hurt his back, and he said he got pictures. Just show me pictures. I'm interested in that, man. Show me. Let me see the pictures of you all curled up in your little bunk. He goes, all right.
Yeah, because
You
there
can
ain't
take
no
care of my boy,
specialty.
though.
There ain't no specialty bunks for somebody that tall. They all
They
standard.
won't make one for you either.
Hey, he is the
They
bunk.
won't accommodate you. They won't accommodate you.
Man.
His feet were
You do
definitely
everything.
hanging over the freaking bunk, dog.
Damn. Hey, for real though, 6 foot bunk and he's 7.
He got to. His son's gonna be. They think highly of his son because he has really long hands, really long arms. So they see him as maybe a tackle or something like that. You're 6'4" and you're 12 years old. Come on.
Yeah.
You're gonna. Somebody's looking at you already.
Yeah.
I just. If they move him up to varsity, I just hope he doesn't mess up my flow. Cause
Hey, I got Fear the Nation asking, who's the team in Georgia that runs the triple option historically?
Georgia.
Is Georgia themselves?
No, Georgia is a gun team. No, Georgia's more of a air raid RPO type. Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, maybe.
Oh, it could be Georgia Tech. You know what? Hey, Fear the Nation, is it Georgia Tech? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you say. It might be Georgia Tech. The triple option. Damn. Motherfuckers used to run that back in the day for real.
People still do. You know why it's why you see
it's Georgia Tech. Okay, hey, right on for real. That's the one. Georgia Tech.
If you see people that play Georgia Tech and they're so that system is so embedded for decades in that program, is that when they play like a Ohio State or a Miami or Florida school or Alabama might know about it more, but schools like that are one-dimensional defenses.
Yeah,
it's so hard to prepare in 1 week or 5 days for that triple option. It's so hard to do. It doesn't take a week to learn that shit. It takes years to understand where the gaps are, where the guard needs to be, or where the pulls and things like that. There's not really no passing game. It's just flat.
Yeah.
And they're very boring. It's not exciting for fans, but people put their own little mix in there that that makes it good. That's why maybe Georgia Tech is not really what you call a top 5 school, is probably because of that offense. You got everybody doing the air raid now. RPO stuff. It's very hard for offensive linemen to do that. It's new, But with us, with the Raiders, gap scheme, totally different from zone.
Yeah.
Your linemen aren't moving. They don't have to think. It's just weight room. Get leverage. More of its leverage. Open up the hole. Go get the linebacker. Boom. Then Jacobs is gone for a touchdown.
Yeah. Cause you figure Tom Cable was known for that zone shit. You know what I mean?
Too much movement for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, because you expect the offensive linemen, what they do is they if you look at a zone team, who's a zone team? Well, Fresno State is, but USC is kind of a zone team. They're more power now, but your offensive lineman just goes one way. Say like you're going to the right, and then they're flowing to the right. It's kind of like a basketball pivot kind of. They're moving that guy to the right, and then the guy that's going to open up the hole turns. It might be the backside guard would turn, and then that's your hole. Jacob would need to act like he's going outside with it, see that hole, and then burst right up the middle with it.
And he don't have that burst.
No. And then he don't see that hole because the backside guard wasn't that good.
Now, this is gonna sound fucked up, but I'm incorporating it into what I see. Zamir White, his attributes. This is gonna be fucked up, y'all. This is gonna be fucked up. But listen to me when I tell you this shit. This shit is some real shit. Zamir White. He remind me, hey, you know that cartoon Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
What's the alien? Stitch was the alien, right?
Yeah.
And his eyes was far apart.
He looks like that.
White
Yeah.
eyes is far apart. So I'm telling you, that helps his vision.
You stupid.
It helps his vision.
Ooh.
That's why that motherfucker got a good. I'm not trying to be funny because I know his whole history with him being born and he had the cleft palate and the cleft lip, but his eyes are wide apart. I'm like, that's why this motherfucker can see so good, you know me hitting the hole.
So maybe he's like that fucking Perry Manning shit or fly stuff, you know.
He got that Stitch vision.
Damn, Lunatic.
And I'm not trying to be funny. I noticed these things. You know what I mean? I noticed.
So the first thing that popped in your head when he was running that ball was that you could see his eyes from the side of his face mask.
That motherfucker got eyes like an eagle on the side of his head. You know what I mean? And we know how eagles see. They vision is like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But if
so
somebody goes heads up with a right down the middle, he ain't gonna be able to see him. He's gonna get stuck.
Hey, I didn't say it. You did. You said that shit. I
didn't say it. You did.
Man, he got his bell rung. Well, Lunatic said he got his vision from the side, and he didn't see nobody go heads up with the.
Oh my gosh!
I look at this shit and I incorporate it into like, what's the benefits of having your eyes way over here? I'm like, this motherfucker see the whole field. Motherfuckers got tunnel vision. He got peripheral like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you guys
he got insect. He got insect eyes.
I'm telling you can laugh all you want to, but tell me I'm wrong. Because if you ever watch this tape, it's like this nigga got eyes on the side of his head. He do got eyes on the side of his head.
I think I'm watching Lilo and Stitch now, man. We should nickname him. What's the nickname of Stitch? Lilo?
Stitch. Hey, fuck Zeus. That nigga's name is Stitch.
Stitch.
Hey, let's go, Stitch. What you mean?
What you call him Stitch for? Because Lunatic said he got vision on the side of his.
Okay, so y'all think I'm bullshitting? I'm gonna bring this shit up.
Hey, you worse. Hey, dude.
You fucked up and told me I'm lying. No, look.
I want to see this dude. Actually.
Hey, you worse. Hey, you worse than me, dog. I call Abrams Petey because he looked like Petey from Remember the Titans.
Yeah, but he really does, though. This guy said he got the messed up eyes, though.
No, I didn't say they was messed up. I just say they far apart.
Abrams really do look like Petey from Remember the Titans. If you Google Petey,
oh my god,
Remember the Titans, he looks just like Abram.
My stomach hurt. That ain't cool. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all, and y'all gonna be like, this motherfucker right.
We're looking at the right.
Oh my god,
we looking at the running back's eyes though. That's funny.
Hey,
I know what you're talking about, but it's just funny.
Hey, one of his flaws of vision and field.
Yo, think I'm bullshitting. Hey, watch what I tell you, and you'll be like, hey, it's funny, but that motherfucker right. That motherfucker got wide eyes. Okay, hold on. I'm about to get y'all a picture, and I'm gonna compare them to y'all, and then y'all motherfuckers gonna be like, Lunatic, right? That motherfucker, look at his eyes. This nigga can see the sunrise and sunset at the same time.
Damn, now you're capping on the dude.
Oh, my stomach hurting.
He went through enough already. He went through enough already, bro. He was picked in the third round.
No, I'm not knocking him. I'm saying it plays into the fact that that's something he can use. If the light was close together, it'd be like this motherfucker seeing double of everything. It's like being cross-eyed. But his eyes is like this, where he can see the whole fucking field. He got it. He's assisted. He has an assisted living. Okay, hold on real quick. Let me I'm gonna pull this shit up real quick so y'all can, and then y'all gonna be like, this motherfucker ain't bullshitting. Let's go to oh my god. I was thinking about that, like, hey, this motherfucker really look like Stitch. Stitch is an alien, right? Y'all gotta let me know. Don't make me call him Stitch and he ain't Stitch.
Yeah, Stitch is the alien.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You know me and cartoons.
Stitch is the alien.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Gravy and cartoons.
The anime messed that all up, man.
Yeah, dude, I swear I saw a picture of Abrams and I was like, why does this fool look like Petey?
He said he looked like who, Petey?
For Remember the Titans. I was
Okay.
like, God.
I'm gonna look at that right now.
I've been calling him Petey ever since. Like every time I see him on film, like, you know, at the game, like, Petey.
Oh my god, that shit is hilarious.
What was he a player or something like that?
Yeah, he was one of the players on Remember the Titans. He actually, and it's funny because he actually played safety.
He probably could cover better than Abram too. He's just an actor.
Oh, that's low. That's fucked up.
Oh,
You really hate Abrams, huh?
I don't hate the dude. I just don't like the way he plays safety. He can't cover.
Hey, I already know, man. I wish he could cover because the way he got his heart, you know what I mean? His heart on the field is like he's not scared. And you see all these players that play, and some of them show fear, like, just hit the motherfucker, man. It's what? But I mean,
he doesn't have a problem hitting, dude. He has a problem covering.
Covering. No, that's what I'm saying. He's one-dimensional with the hitting, though. You know what I mean? And when you're one-dimensional, that means the other dimension, you are an what they say, a fucking
liability.
A liability at that other spot that you're not good at doing. And our defense got to be solidified. We have to have a defense that can do anything that's expected of him. Not, okay, let's just only put him out here when he's up to on a run plays. You're not going to know all the time because sometimes these teams are going to run play action pass. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that can trick you into playing into something. But I like Abram, man, but he's not. Oh, it's an argument, man. That's like, I like.
Hey, check your IG, Gravy.
I see it.
Well, I ain't got nothing in my IG, man. Fuck that.
We're trying to see your.
Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck happened to my picture?
It's not on there. I'm waiting for it.
Where's Stitch?
I'm trying to get that shit up, but I see this shit blank me out. Oh, they don't want me on there. It's a conspiracy.
I see a like a ram or something.
It's because I'm a Raider fan. That's fucked up. Fuck y'all. No, let me quit. I'm just having fun, bro.
But I want to see what this dude looks like for real.
Hey, shout out to Pyro. Look, check this out, Pyro. And this is from me to you. All right. None of this other bullshit incepted into this shit. Whenever you want to pull up, hit me up. When I'm on here live and I didn't send out a link and you want to pull up and just talk some shit that we're talking on, you're always free, my brother. You're always free. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate. I don't care. Well, I care about what team you like. If you like the Donkeys or the Quees or the Chargers, you ain't coming on my motherfucking show. Period. You know what I mean? But if you Raiders, I fucks with you. I fucks with you. So anytime I'm on here and you come on and you see that I'm live, hit me up in the chat. Say, hey, Tick, I wanna come on your show. I like what y'all talking about. I'll send you a link. I don't want to send out a link to everybody because I had an issue this evening with a motherfucker from Philadelphia that called himself John Madden and
John Gruden.
I had assassinated him. Oh yeah, not John Madden, my bad. Rest in peace, John Madden. John Gruden. I hit him with a fucking shot to the dome and removed him from the chat. So he's gone. But that's the first time I ever had a troll that like gets in the chat and talks shit and I don't like that shit. I can't say I'm built for that shit. I'm built for anything, but I want my people in the chat to be comfortable, discuss the Raiders, go back and forth with good like commentary and opinions and so forth of what the Raiders should do, what they shouldn't do, that kind of shit. I don't want none of that aggressive pull up on me in Philadelphia and we can see what your hands are. You don't want to see what my hands are like because I got hands. You know what I mean? So
he does look like him, Twan.
Pull up on me.
What the fuck? I look like who?
Nah, I check your IG. I sent it to you.
Oh, we gonna see because Twan, if you said some foul shit.
The one.
Hey, hold on. Let me read this shit real quick. Motherfucker, you trying to say I look like him?
No, I said Abrams look like him.
I'm fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. I'm making it. I'm making it.
Hey, I don't want the smoke, fam. I don't want the smoke.
No. You good. You on the right team. Hey, you on the Raiders.
I don't want the smoke.
Hey, you're right
man.
though. You're right though. Remember the Titans cast? Oh my god.
Hey, he should wear number 40.
Hey, he need to get up out of that 24.
Negative 24 is what he can rock. Cause you sure in the hell ain't 24. Everybody that graced the number 24 ain't him. I like Abram. I wanted Abram to succeed, but it's like, what the fuck is keeping him from doing it? You got different coaches. Yeah, but you should be able to coach that shit.
It wasn't a priority for him to do that in college. And he was probably the hardest hitting football player in his state at his high school. So he just lived off that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Gruden kind of dug that tenacity and hard hitting, and then I'm sure he realized, hey, maybe this guy could cover, but they expect. I'm quick. I'll be the quickest guy to take back any negative thing I said about Abrams if he has a good year this year. I'll be the first one to admit I was talking shit. But if he you see
doing that shit.
You see 4 years of getting hurt, not be able to cover, and shit like that. Why keep someone like that around? And he wants this amount of money. There's no use for it. I'd rather have a young dude and teach him my way.
I agree. Because it's like if he can't get it now, he ain't gonna never get it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like if your coaching is pretty much far gone if you've been in the league for a while. You're set in your ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's set in his way where he has a difficult time. I'm not gonna say he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he's trying to cover, but he's so quick to make that move to get a hit that, and point made here that loss we took at home against Kansas City, where he was supposed to be covering Kelsey, and Kelsey was right in the middle. Shit, he even had Arnett bitching, and Arnett was even in position. He's the one that went for Mahomes, what you probably wouldn't ever be able to touch him. He ran all the way across the goddamn field from the end zone to the 40 to make a hit on Mahomes. Now, what clicked in your head to do that?
Man, hey, and this
And plus, we lost the game.
See, and this is the thing that I get from Abram is the fact that he's willing to make the big hit, but he never makes the big play. You know what I mean? And it's like
Great point.
He got to establish the fact that he got to distinguish between a big play and a big hit.
I think
I mean shit unless you don't wrap him up. You know what I mean? You gotta wrap, make the fucking tackle, make the big play, tackle them. Don't not the hit because they can bounce off and boom, they're gone. We played Tennessee this year. What the fuck you think will happen if Abram come in and hits Henry on a big hit? What you think could happen? Henry bounce off and take it to the house.
You know what I think? I think it also is, and you know, this is just my observation. I feel like Abram mentally felt like he had to do everything. You know what I'm saying? And when you feel like you have to do everything, you know, you don't do your job. And I think that's where he messed up a lot, was just like, you know, that example of the Kelsey situation. If he only did his job, we would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? He bailed from his job because I guess he must have thought that someone else wasn't doing their job and somebody needed to do it. So he was going to go and try to, you know, save the day, but he didn't realize that by him bailing his job, you know what I'm saying, to go take care of whoever's job, you know what I'm saying, left situations like that open. If he can mentally get to, this is A, I need you to get to B.
Yes.
And only do B. You know what I'm saying? When you go A to B, that's it. We don't need you to go A, C, and then go to B. We need you to go A to B. If he can get that part of the game, I think he'll be better, because a lot of the stuff, just watching some of these things that we want to downplay on Abram, you know, even on coverage, like, you know, him getting mossed by, you know, running backs and stuff like that is stuff we want to throw out there. It wasn't like he wasn't in the area. It wasn't like he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, in the vicinity. He got mossed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a bad thing, but when you look at it, it's like, okay,
same game, same running back.
I understand all of that. I agree with you, but I'm just saying, like, just looking at it, he was there, but it just, I don't know that part of what him knowing what to do when he's there is a situation, but he's there. It's not like it's not like people are throwing the ball and, you know, we know that's Abram's man and he's like 10 yards down the field. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was the Kelsey thing. That was the Kelsey one.
Kelsey, yeah.
But when he got mossed by that running back twice, same game, twice. But the thing is that you're a safety. Okay, what do they teach you? Deep thirds, deep quarters, or if you make it to the flat, you can hit the flat. That swing route, he probably seen it the whole way. He probably just got mossed. Athletically, he got beat by a running back that's not probably better, even better athlete than he is. Because we didn't even know who the fuck that running back name was, right? It was a fourth string running back or something like that.
You're right.
And then he was there. Is that gonna be his excuse? Well, I was there, but you got mossed. You got mossed for a touchdown.
Yeah.
He was there and didn't do shit.
No, I'm just trying to find where, you know, and I think that's where we're all, you know what I'm saying, even if we want to cancel him or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to figure out where the disconnect is, because if we could find out what the disconnect is, you know what I'm saying, this coaching regime or whoever is, you know, handling that specific situation, they may be able to, you know, there might be a remedy
They might
for
be
this. You know
able
what I'm
to
saying?
do a just covering. Yes, you can't do that. I did. You did. Everybody could probably vouch for me with this, but that you did see his tenacity slow down a little bit. His he's not going down there like a missile like he
Yeah.
used to. He lasted longer this season than he did the season before the first game where he was out of control.
Mhm.
So he was basically out of control for 3 years. And
So
then
look,
this
do
go ahead.
you have faith in the fact that Patrick Graham is taking over the defense and working with Abram?
I think he'll put him in better situations.
I agree. That's all I want to ask, because
But
I believe that. I believe that.
you got a guy Gunther didn't know.
Fuck no, Gunther didn't.
I'm not gonna, he's an NFL coach. I'm not gonna disrespect that. He don't know me. I don't know him. His philosophy is fucked up. I don't know one coach that runs that.
Man,
This other guy. There's a coach that doesn't blitz at all and just plays zone.
and
I
let the
don't
play come to you.
I don't understand that.
I
You're
don't.
it's like you're on roller skate. Your defense is on roller skates all game. You're trying to figure it out. But if he could put him in situations where he doesn't have to cover a large part ground,
Be
like
successful. Yeah.
he could be successful at that.
Mm-hmm.
But a basic swing route from a running back, you see that coming, bro. You see that coming if you're a safety.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he was in the box, but he had to be deep because he was covering him. He was there, but
He was there.
maybe if he had an eye right here on the side of his head, like homeboy, maybe he would have
like
seen,
White.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think that might be it. That might be it.
He might have that peripheral vision where he can see that guy cross him.
Got that 360.
Yeah.
You know, he got that 360, boy.
He got that. He got that Oculus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He got the
exactly.
the
He got that
4D,
Oculus. I
5D vision, bro.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I believe that shit, man. But
I would be the first one to say I made a mistake on Abrams. He can be changed, but I just hope I hope the best for the kid. That he's a good player. I would love to have a guy like him on my team, but just the coverage skills. He maybe how could you not know how to cover somebody and you play safety? How did you get away through college? They just didn't throw your way. You were that ferocious of a hitter that nobody wanted to be around you.
that could be it. That could be it, because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes the same shit that'll make you laugh or make you cry. And what I mean by that is, I remember with fucking Terrell Pryor coming out of Ohio State. They asked him, "Well, what about your throwing? You're not good at throwing this shit?" He said when he was in college, they never taught him to throw. And what I took from that was that since he was a mobile quarterback, they utilized his mobility over the fact of teaching them how to throw. So
we'll win the game with this athleticism.
Exactly. So sometimes it's your gift is your curse. The shit that you're good at doing is also cursing you from being better at that position that requires you to be a great quarterback. Throwing. It ain't running that makes you a great quarterback. It's throwing that makes you a great quarterback. So for him to come out and admit that Ohio State failed at teaching them to be a better thrower showed me right there, like, okay, now I see why they try to run you on every fucking play, because you're not groomed to be a thrower. So you look at any position that way. What is your gift? What is that player's gift? Sometimes that gift is that player's curse. You know what I mean? Abrams' gift is being able to hit the shit out of a motherfucker. So in college, they probably said, go hit that motherfucker. But they never taught him how to cover.
But then you're going to get a Najee Harris treatment towards you.
That's what happens, though. That's part of the initiation into the You know what I mean? The brotherhood of being in football. Your gift is going to get you in, but your gift ain't going to keep you there. You see what I'm saying?
So now he got double standard. He got mossed by a running back that no one ever knew,
Come on.
and he got stiff armed by Najee, a rookie.
There
God,
it is.
he had a bad.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, sometimes you overlook somebody's where you look more at what they can do over than what they can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it happens all the time with mobile quarterbacks. And I noticed this. A mobile quarterback is more utilized for his mobility than it is for his pocket presence. So ain't no team is gonna sit there with a mobile quarterback and say, just sit in the pocket, be patient, go through your reads, hit the target. They're gonna be like, if ain't shit open, nigga, run. They did that shit to fucking RG3.
Yeah.
Run.
They ended his career. They're gonna end Murray's career with that. Jackson's already showing it.
And come on.
And then next is gonna be Hurts, and then the
And
kid in Chicago.
and now we're back at your gift is your curse.
Mm-hmm.
And but the problem with all of those guys and the individuals that you're saying, even the current guys, is coaching and leadership doesn't know how to handle or manage those type of guys. You know, it's almost like you know, you have that all-star player, you know what I'm saying, on your team, and he's the best guy on the team, and you force him, you know what I'm saying, you already know he's pooped out, you already know he's tired, but we need to win this game, and you know, we're gonna have to push him 10 more plays, you know what I'm saying, to win that game, you know what I'm saying. That's when that star player ends up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? When you're pushing that person way beyond their means. Hello, hello, Debo. You know what I'm saying? You have those guys that you're pushing them and making them do stuff that they can do, but you're pushing them way beyond, you know what I'm saying, their capacity, because you don't know how to handle or manage those kind of situations. You're always trying to tell that person to go, keep running, keep going. And you know what I'm saying? And you're not managing that person, and that's the problem with a lot. That's why our RG3 got ran into the ground, and the great career that he had in the beginning of the year is not the career that he has now. Mike Vick is the same situation. You can keep running with those same types of players because their coaching staff didn't know how to manage or put people around them, and that's a part of management, put people around them to help them be able to be successful even in the talents that they do have. You're expecting for a one-trick pony to do all these many things, but he was only good at one thing from high school all the way up to college, and you didn't coach or, you know what I'm saying, groom that person into being a better person. It's a shame to see Lamar Jackson, as good as he is, be a electrifying player and still be a horrible passer in this league with all the coaches that he had.
Why in the
It's a
hell?
shame.
That brings me to this point. I'll get. Why in the hell do you have running backs right next to him then? If you're depending on Jackson, why the hell even have a running back? You know what I mean?
But see, the thing is, I don't think they're relying on him. I think that they know that's an escape route. If all else fails, run the ball.
Dude, it looks like to me that they got plays designed for him just to take off.
Well, no, you know they do. You know, every mobile quarterback had play. Okay, when we brought in Mariota with the Raiders, what did he come in and what did he do?
He ran an RPO.
What's that telling you right there? He never passed. He never passed. So when they brought Mariota in, what did that tell you? What they brought Mariota in to do? Run the ball. Come on.
You knew it.
They're what I and this is go back to what I just said. Your gift is your curse. I'm telling you, you're good at being able to be a quarterback that can run the ball. So what you think court or organization is going to do with you? They're going to make you run the ball. Because there's not a whole lot of fucking quarterbacks that can do that.
Whether you pay a guy,
there's a handful of mobile quarterbacks.
There's going to be a lot of money spent on quarterbacks that are mobile, and you're going to be wasting it. You might as well just get that money and throw it in the fucking toilet.
And that's what the fuck they do. That's what they do. Money is wasted every day. Money is wasted every day. There's times we can sit back and see a motherfucker spend money on shit and be like, well, you could have did this. Yeah. They don't give a fuck. They do what they want to.
Well, I'm sure Jackson don't like being hurt.
No, well, I know
he don't like the. He don't like.
I know he don't. But if the team feel his sacrifice of being in a position of getting hurt can lead them to a Super Bowl, guess what you think the team is going to do? Put him in a position of getting hurt because they're trying to win the Super Bowl. That's all that matters in football. Football don't matter about you being all right, almost making the playoffs, getting into the playoffs, but removed in the first round. Getting to the championship game and losing it, they don't give a fuck. It's all about the trophy.
Mm-hmm. And so Jackson's not a big dude, man. He's not that. He's not big.
Hey, Michael Vick was way smaller than him, but Michael they milked him.
That's why I kept Michael Vick out of it because he could throw. He could throw.
Yes, but what did they make him do?
They had plays designed for him to go. Just like all of them.
And to cap that off, not just Michael Vick. What did Marcus Vick? How did Marcus Vick get into the NFL? Because his running ability and he being the brother of Michael Vick out of Virginia Tech.
Totally different players.
But just because of what the potential of him could do, they got him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Timbo, we already know about Tim Tebow. He was never a thrower, but he can run. That's why they went to convert him to running back. What with Denver?
Big dude.
Come on now. Come on.
You know who's next though, Lunatic is Herbert. Herbert.
That's another one.
He's a big dude. He sacrifices his body a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a good lick on him and he misses some games because he'll take off on his own. He's a big dude though. He's bigger than
dude. But look at the defensive ends in the AFC West. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. If he gets not really max on laying wood,
you know what I mean?
Chandler Jones coming from that backside, or even Abrams. Somebody,
all of them for real.
But that goes back to my original argument is the management and the leadership. You know what I'm saying? You know that especially in our division, everybody has top pass rushers. So what am I going to do as a manager, knowing that I need to keep this quarterback somewhat safe?
Get better tackles.
I better have a good defensive offensive line. Yeah. I better put some weapons around here to make sure that they can get open. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're not doing that, if you didn't, and the names that we're calling out, though, a good majority of those teams did not do that. They didn't give a good offensive line. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They were struggling with wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So that's all in the management.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, for real.
And that's that's the argument that we always have at Carr, like, Carr needs to run. No, Carr needs to have a decent offensive line. Forget about, you know what I'm saying? Like, forget about asking for him to run, because that ain't going.
My quarterback running around like that.
That ain't gonna last. I don't care if I have the fastest wide receiver. I mean, the fastest running running back and the fastest quarterback. It doesn't matter. Like, we shouldn't be relying on that every single time. Yeah, okay. Yes, third down. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 3. There's a gap open. Yeah, go ahead and try to get those 3 yards. But I shouldn't expect for you to do that every 3rd down.
No.
At all.
It shouldn't come down to every 3rd down. For real.
Facts.
If your offense is moving the way they're supposed to be moving, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's everything you're saying is right. Everything you're saying is right. But
and people get upset. People get upset that Carr's not mobile. Okay, we know that already. Stop it.
Hey, don't you assume that.
He's not as mobile as your average mobile guy.
No, there's been players that's from other teams that said they were surprised by how mobile Carr was compared to what they thought they were. He's faster than what you think he is.
Yeah, and it says that it shows that in his combine, because he was that year Johnny Manziel was like a 4.67. Derek Carr was a 4.69.
See, not that far off.
Same speed.
And see, we're so busy looking at 40 times as far as being a 4.355. You know how fucking minuscule those times are? We're looking at a 4.5 compared to a 4.4. You figure a 0.1 second. Is that any fucking difference on the football field?
No, not even a 40 is.
Thank you.
It's 10 yards.
We're so busy looking at numbers, we're not understanding exactly how that number incorporates into that person's speed. So we're looking at, he wasn't a 4.3. Like, do you think a 4.5 is slow?
No.
If a 4.4 is 0.1 second faster, what's the difference between a 0.1 on a 0.4 and a 0.5 in a 40 time? What's the difference? A blink? A sneeze?
Touchdown.
We're looking at hey, Gravy, you just hit that shit right on the fucking head.
Yeah.
Hey, for real. Because I'm telling you, that can still be a touchdown. It don't matter if it's a 0.1 second difference. It's still fast as shit.
Once you get down into the low 4.3s,
come on,
high 4.2s, then you're talking to a whole different dude.
Man, we're so busy worrying about the numbers rather than the fact. Like, I always say this shit, and it always goes with percentages and averages. Those numbers don't mean shit until you know the numbers that's backing them. Because if a motherfucker shot one free throw in a fucking basketball game, he's 100%. But what's more important and more impressive is a motherfucker shooting 100 free throws and knocking down 100 of them at 100%. That's the difference. We're so busy caught up in the numbers that you don't look at the numbers behind the numbers, averages and percentages. So we're looking at a motherfucker averaging 10 yards a carry. Don't mean he got 10 yards a carry, but he averaged. That means 10 games he could have had 2 yards, 3 yards, and then he bust one for 50. But we're so impressed with numbers that we fail as like fans and so forth to look beyond the numbers of averages and percentages.
You got to look at carries then. You got 3 carries for 100 yards. You got an 80-yarder there somewhere.
See what? Man, come on now.
Facts.
And it's kind of deceiving that we don't look beyond that. You know what I mean?
People say, "Well, he's a badass running back. He only ran the ball 3 times. He got 100 yards." Yeah, he probably got missed tackle or something. Abrams was probably trying to tackle him, something like that.
So, and that comes back to looking at the numbers that these cats give us. The numbers they give us, sometimes they can be misleading depending on the numbers you like focus on.
I can't stand watching the combine and watching offensive linemen and defensive linemen run 40s and tights on. You know, the offensive. You look at every replay in football since football started to now. An offensive lineman ain't no way in hell running 40 yards. They stop and walk.
Come on, bro.
They stop and walk around the 15-yard mark. So just give them a 15.
Look.
They ain't running no 40. They ain't running 40 yards on the field.
Hell no. That's
deep
like
tackles aren't either.
That's like looking at exactly. I was getting ready to get to that. Like, what D tackles need to run 40 yards?
Now 3 cone drills and shit like that.
That shows their lateral quickness.
Yeah.
It breaks down. Other shit. But a 40-yard dash,
makes your stock so high. It makes your stock so high. It's getting picked. You know,
it's
defense. Oh hell! This defensive lineman ran a 4.4, and he jumped this and that. I go, I don't give a fuck what he ran. He ain't gonna run that. He ain't gonna run no 40.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You know, can he get from when he's on a 3-point stance to the fucking quarterback, which is probably 8 yards? If he could do that in 0.09 seconds, then I'm cool with that.
and especially like you said with the offensive lineman, because they can't even go 10 yards up the field anyway.
Fuck no.
That's a penalty. You throwing the flag.
That's a penalty, exactly. Illegal man upfield.
Yeah, illegal man up the field.
You don't want your guy sprinting down the field 40 yards. It'll be, the penalty that you called. Illegal man downfield. They stop and walk around 15 yards and they check out the play. Yeah, they do a little rah-rah, then they run up to the huddle. And, they should do like a 40 for that. Walking distance, how fast they're walking, how fast they get back set. Watching them dudes, when the big dudes do that is just not for me, man.
Well, especially for the big guys, because I like that they also show like the 10-yard split, because I feel like that's more of a
more for them.
You know what I'm saying? That's more for them. You know what I'm saying? Like the 10-yard split, you can see that. I mean, the wide receivers, I can see the 40 for the wide receivers, because you kind of want to see what they're doing in the 10-yard, and then also kind of see if they have that long speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the runners, you can tell like they start off slow and then they end faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he that kind of runner, or is he a quick guy in the beginning and then, he keeps his same speed? Some of those things you can kind of digest, you know what I'm saying, in a 40 for a wide receiver. But, like you said, for these, what I call the big sexy, they don't need to be running 40s. They just need to do a 10 split, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you're really asking for them.
Get off. See how fast you get off, your reaction time? That's it. I don't need to see you running 40 with your chi-chis bouncing around, your stomach bouncing around, your nutsack flipping everywhere. I don't need to see all that shit.
Yeah, for real.
I gotta go out there with some sweats on. I'm gonna run a 6 flat. Give me some sweats and just.
Oh shit!
But they have them linemen wearing track shoes and these little tights and shit, tank tops. What the fuck is that?
Man.
Yeah, because they ain't even, and I'm glad you said that, because they ain't even wearing the shoes they wear on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Those ain't regular football shoes. They ain't football cleats. They ain't wearing no football cleats at all. They wearing some soccer shoes or something.
Kicker shoes. They're wearing them kicker shoes.
Hey, for real. Oh my god. Well, shit, y'all, man. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Man,
I still ain't seen that picture. I seen that picture of that guy with the side vision.
Oh man, you about to have me get kicked off and canceled.
Oh, okay. Is that bad?
No, it's not that bad. I had issues trying to get this shit up, man.
All right, it's all right, man. I won't get you in trouble, dude.
No,
pleasure.
I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm having problems getting this shit up.
It's all right, bro. Don't do extra work. It's all right.
No, I gotta figure it out.
No. You need one more beer and you'll be all right.
Oh shit! Another beer, I'm like, I'm gonna be on here live like.
Me and Twelve be talking. Hey, 12.
Hey, for real.
Hey, me and Gravy can go back and forth all day, man.
We can handle that shit for real though. Hey, Gravy, whenever I'm on live and you want to pull up, just let me know.
All right.
It's a green light. It doesn't matter. It's cool. Good. It's good.
You got a great show, man. You got a great show. I enjoyed being on.
Thank you. I appreciate it for real. What the fuck just happened to my damn picture, man? I'm trying to work this shit out, man.
It said there's a little camera right there that says it's off.
Okay, there we go. We good now. Okay. I thank each and every one of you guys, and this is what we're gonna do. Since you guys have your own little operations and shit jumping off outside of here, Twan, we're gonna start with you. Let the people know how they can reach you and check you out.
You can reach me on IG at Twan, TWUAN. I also have 2 YouTube channels. At Raider Twan is one of them, and then also Yes Sir Outdoors is my fishing YouTube. So that's outdoors fishing, how to, you know what I'm saying, any information that you want to learn on fishing, that's at Yes Sir Outdoors on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
And Gravy, let them know about what you do and how you get down with your products.
You can reach me on IG, Gravy's Top Shelf Oils. It's a beard, facial hair, grooming product. Lunatic got one. Twan will soon to be get one. Maybe you can reach out to them and see how my products work. I'm gonna say they're great, but I got a lot of heads out. I got a lot of heads out there that are trying my product. But you can reach me at Gravy's Top Shelf Oils on IG. Leave me your name and some info about how your beard's growing, and I'll be glad to help you. You're from the nation. I got you. And then we'll go through further details like that. Once you guys looking clean and fresh, when you're rolling out with your lady and representing the Raider and the nation in a good way.
That's right. That's right. And like I always tell you guys, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. So with me, like I say, this is Raiders Allegiance. I'm your host, Lunatic Raider. But before I let you tiptoe up out of here, do me one solid. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. Man, Raiders, we get down with it. This is our nation. We
all
live
day, baby.
Man, all day. So with that being said, man, may you guys have a blessed night, blessed morning, wherever you at are on this globe. It's all Raiders. Silver and black, one nation, and I'm out.
Peace out, guys.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?